Here we go now. 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 Here we go now.
Oh, you're keeping it real. I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, if you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Make it clap.
Hello guys and welcome to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro. Woke up your fun, and this is Shubha, this is Shivans, and we are here for the day number 5 of the semi-finale where Group A and Group C are going to go up against each other.
Yeah, and I'm very excited for this, Trooper, because yesterday we saw Pain Gaming, they secure the first position in the overall ranking by securing 2 chicken dinners, and that's why they are at the top. And I, expect the same from the teams from the side of Group A and Group C. We have SDMZ as well as Beer. They were phenomenal throughout the 8 games.
Well, certainly they were. But before moving any further ahead, we got to give a big shout out to our media partners as well, and that is Nemo TV. So thank you, Nemo TV, for being the media partners for the PMCO Fall Split South Asia 2021. And what do you think, Shivansh? What should we expect from the region today? Because the second last day of the semi-finale, only 13 teams are going to go ahead from this region. What do you think? How is the competition going to go? On which level? Because the players are very well equipped. They have got the good skill sets out there. What is your overall expectation from the day?
So basically today it is going to be action-packed for sure, and we are going to witness some fights from the start of the match. If this is going to happen, then I would be the first person who's going to be the most happiest person on the day.
Well, let's see. And now we are going to have a look at the tournament explanation. We already discussed that it's the day 5 and where Group A and Group C are going to play their 4 matches. And by the end of the day, Group A and Group C would have completed what they can do inside the semi-finale, right? So they got to set a target for the day, and that is going to be very important because teams from Group B and Group D are going to come back tomorrow and then sort of chase them down, and they're going to drop down inside the overall tally, the teams from Group A and Group C. So they got to set themselves really high. Because even if, at the end of the day, by today, if they are not inside the top 13, it's no way that they can climb up the ladder tomorrow. So it's going to be last opportunity for them.
Only 4 matches, these 4 golden opportunities, and this is going to be the last day for, as you just mentioned, for Group A and C. But why they are fighting against each other, why they are just want to be on the top, because of this massive prize pool, $29,200. If you're going to end up on the first position, you'll get $3,600 as well as the ticket to
The PMPL Season 4, yeah.
Yes.
And the second place is going to take away $2,000. The third place takes away 1,600. It drops down according to the hashtags. But even if you get eliminated in the group stages, you get $300 for yourself. So everyone's a winner.
Yeah, you know, consolation prizes are already there, so you are quite happy with that. At least you are in the group stages. You are competing one of the best teams from the region. Now we have the point structure in front of us, and if you know, it's a pretty standard point structure. Again, if you're going to finish at the first, you'll get 15, second, 12, third, 10. Points are way more important than any other thing, but kill points are also important because for each kill you will get 1 kill point. We have the squad roster of Group A in front of us. Beer, this is one of the best team. SDMC as well. Both the teams are on the first page of the overall ranking. Fear no one. 5 Power, they are also in the Group A. We have Team NAIKON Struggle, Art of Teamwork, and Zen.
Well, that is Group A, and I am absolutely in love with the Team Beer's logo over there.
Yes.
It's just so amazing out there. But squad roster for Group C, they are here. Mark Pen, the team from Bhutan, they are going to just give everything in today. It's their last day of the semi-finale. Let's see what they're going to pull off. King Rangers, SDZ, Infinity eSports, they're not in the top 13 at the start of the day. They're going to be under pressure, and let's see how this team is going to deliver under pressure. VIP eSports, NRC, and Exodus are going to complete Group C.
You know what? Yesterday, NRC, they were so good
Yeah.
after securing that 1 chicken dinner. Now they are at the 9th position, and we have the overall ranking in front of us. We saw Team Exodus on the 3rd, Team Beer on the 4th, SDMC on 5th. But, you know, the teams who are on the first page of the leaderboard, they are quite happy because they're quite safe, basically. Look at that. Team Pain Gaming and Econix, they have 115 and 103 points in their backpack. Team Exodus just 1 point far behind. You know, just 1 point far behind for just hitting that 3-digit mark of the total
They'll
points.
get there for sure. They'll
Yes.
get there for sure. They've got the four matches today. But I'm really impressed with the other teams over here already. Victor Gaming, they're not going to be playing today. But yes, they're going to be certainly playing the matches tomorrow. But look at where Mark Penn are. Look at where Team Classic have reached already. And these teams are going to be under pressure. Art of Teamwork and Olympus, all these teams, they have a real challenge. And let's see how they're going to put up. Because Struggle is going to be playing their matches today, right? And they're going to complete their matches. And they're going to start from the 70-point mark. Even NRC is going to start from that 75-point mark. But tomorrow, when Group B and Group D would be playing their matches, they're going to drop down on the overall leaderboard with every passing game, and that's going to be pressure. But look at this, Shivansh. Infinity Esports on 20th with just 52 points. This is going to be amazing. This is a team that loves to dominate, right?
Yes, this is the team. They basically, their play style is just aggression, right? But look at that. Fear no one. On to 23rd, secured 1 chicken dinner, despite of the fact they are on the 3rd page of the leaderboard. And we can see that red mark just adjacent to their name. SDZ Esports on the other side, 26th position, not that good for them now. They have their 4 matches left for their 31 points in their pocket, but I have high expectations from these two teams, Zen and SDZ Esports.
Well, already some of the teams have jumped from this page to the 2nd and 3rd page already, right? So already the teams that using the opportunities in the right manner are putting them in the right places. And let's have a look at a team here, one of the teams that is doing really good, and that is SDMZ. And look at the players, what they have been pulling off. Eddie, Psycho, Sam, and Jelly. It's an amazing team, and the way they're playing recently, they're looking spectacular.
They certainly are looking spectacular. Eddie has the highest skills, and we have the team card of SDMC. Now, the important part is Jelly just secured only 1 kill. Dished out 369 damage, and his other teammates are way more aggressive than him. So right now, Jelly just he's the support player for inside this team. His average survival time is also quite less, but let's have a look at the schedule for the day. The first match is going to be Erangel, then second is going to be Miramar, then Sanhok, and then another Erangel for the day.
And yes, it's going to be very important how SDMG is going to play in all these matches, because they're already on the front page, right?
Yeah.
On the first page with 84 points. So they're going to be setting the target, right? Yeah. And it's going to be very important. Where are you actually going to land up? Because only and only top 13 teams are going to go ahead from this entirety of Group A, B, C and D. So it's going to be pressure for a lot of teams. We're going to say goodbye to a lot of teams by the end of tomorrow. But who are those teams going to be? That is the question. And for that, everyone has this opportunity. You got 4 matches still remaining to play. Can you, or do you have it enough inside to just be the top 13 from the region? That is the question.
That is going to be the question. And you know what? we will get the answer in just
Surely.
tomorrow. Basically, we'll get the answer tomorrow. But I just want to mention one thing, and that is Markpin. They are on the 13th position. They are on the verge of elimination, and they're just hanging on the cliff right now. They're so close.
Well, yes, and Mark Penn, it's going to be a very important one for them, and it's going to be very important how this opening game goes for all these teams as we head towards Erangel on the day number 5. And this is the first time we are going towards Erangel. There's going to be one more Erangel game at the end of the day, but look at this. Already I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 teams that have shown up as a 3-man team over here. So this is... Out of Teamwork have always been 3-men, right? So other than them, VIP eSports, they had their 4th player, but Infinity eSports have got 3 players. Wow, it's a very important day for them. They've just got around 52 points in the first 8 matches, and they needed a big day to go ahead and put themselves inside the top 13, at least on the first page by the end of the 4 matches today, but they've turned up 3-man squad.
And you know what? You can say the same thing for VIP as well, because they are on the 22nd position, not that far behind from Infinity Esports. Both the teams secured 52 and 44 points respectively, and both the teams playing with the 3-man lineup, Trooper. Now, this is again, I totally agree with that point. This is going to be way more important for these two teams so that they can finish at least on the top 13 position so that they can qualify for the finals. But now SDZ Esports, look at that. They just dropped down near the pre-mosque area. Another team wants to contest the same area. Both the teams are pretty close to each other, but let's see which team will shut up the silence. And NRC, this drop, this split is looking pretty decent.
Well, let's see how it's going to help them, because it's a big split already, right? Look at where Amare is, and Hazen is so far away from Amare over there. And let's see, it's going to be interesting how they're going to pull this off. We've seen other teams from this from the same region do this, but already SGZ, they're looking to find some action early in the day.
Yeah, SDZ Esports, they're going to secure 1 chicken dinner and flux from the side of Zen. He just got knocked down behind that one motorcycle, and he's just praying for his life. Next, well, just looking out for the area, like he's just checking this. Is there any other teammate in the same vicinity? I don't think so. I'm gonna jump peak, gonna climb up the mountain, and yeah, he's pretty safe. That's all.
Well, SGZ had a decent game yesterday, remember, but they could not capitalize on it later. I think it was the game of Miramar where they got the 2nd position. It was Mixwar just fighting inside the final circle, trying to get that 1v3, but certainly missed out over there. But in the last 2 matches, they could not get significant points for themselves. So this bonus point is really going to help their morale a lot. He's just jumping, trying to make sure that there is no revive possible over there. But Infinity, they're losing more players. And he's just, he knows there's no one over here, so that's going to be really difficult for them. They've not gone towards Pochinki.
Yeah.
As a 3-man team. Oh, what are they doing?
So I think so, Trooper. They know that they are playing with a 3-man lineup now, so that's why they never.
Jelly has a 2nd kill.
Oh, finally! Finally, Jelly secured his 2nd kill. And I'm looking out for that. And yeah, for sure he will secure more. But Infinity Esports, again, they lost their 1 player in a very early stage of the match. And as I predicted, maybe, that we are going to witness a lot of early fights. And yep, we saw 2 kills right now. SDZ Esports, they have 1 in their backpack. Again, looting in the same area. Primos have that Bucky. And UA's is Zan. He has a Car 98. Wow.
Certainly, let's see what he's going to pull off with that. This is Primos that they're looting up. And we saw Mixwal just knock that player down just outside the ridges of Primos. And he's taken that kill already. That is the 1 kill inside the tally of Team SGZ Esports right now. But still, this is a silent game in the early half, right? We're just into the 5th minute, and we just lost 2 players so far. But Zen is one of the team that has lost one of them.
Yep.
Very near to this quarry split that they have executed towards the northern side of the city of Ferry Pier, and now they're rotating towards the circle. 2 of the players inside that coupe, and the 3rd inside this buggy. Oh, they're just moving from compounds to compounds, looting up. Well, that's a good strategy. If you have the information that the compounds are vacant.
That is after losing that 1 player, you are just looting out those individual compounds. A good thing now. Team B, we are just looking at their POV. Arnam on the other side, basically just drop down near the Milta area, and they are pretty close to 1 like another team, right? We saw that yellow mark just towards the western side, southwestern side, and let's see which team is that. But look at that, they are on the 5th position with total 85 points. The average damage is also good.
I think
897, yeah.
I think that is SDMZ doing the farm spread.
Yes.
We saw Jelly just getting a kill over there, right? And I think that is the spread. They're just looting up those compounds right now. Very close to this team over here. It's going to be interesting where Markpen is right now, because they also have a really big day. But just, there's a lull right now. And everyone is sort of just looting up, taking up the gears. And look at this, already the level 2 gears equipped for Apes Mado from Zen. Lost a teammate already, 3-man squad moving from compound to compound. And on the other side, this is a team. This is a team that can be a leaderboard changing team today. Fear no one.
Yeah.
Really high expectations from them. And this is one of the teams that jumped from the 4th page and then stationed themselves beautifully on the 2nd. But now, since they did not play yesterday, they have been pushed down to the 3rd page today of the overall standings. And they got to make that climb once again. And for that, they just need to repeat the performances, just like on the 2nd day of their appearance, which they did.
Yeah.
And they certainly can.
They can. They are on the 23rd. Yeah. This is not going to be that difficult for them. Only 10 basically. They just want to topple down 10 teams. Now, Team Exodus on the 3rd position with 99 points. Look at that. Noxy driving his Tesla smoothly, silently. Gonna loot out these compounds. Has another vehicle. And now, look at that. 5 power. They are on the 21st position, 49 points. Their average damage is not that good. Secure only 19 kills. So now the important part is teams are focusing on those rotations. So they are hungry for those placement points, right? They're just playing a little bit passive, looting out those individual compounds. Now teams are looking pretty decent till now.
They are looking decent. And we've got one more team, 5P over there, that loves to play the 3-man team. But towards Ferry Pair, this is the split situation that we were talking about NRC a little while earlier, and they're still here inside Ferry Pair. Shoshti, they've taken up a lot of time to loot a Ferry Pair. Or are they just moving in towards Ferry Pair now and they were just looting up the compounds nearby? That is also a possibility.
Yes.
But why come towards this side? The zone is on a completely different end. When are they going to rotate? And the circle has started to close in already.
Maybe they just want some advanced loot. You know, they have the basic loot like level 1 helmet, level 2 backpack. Now we can see some players have level 3.
They're hoping hardship towards this side.
Okay. But still, if you're outside the circle, or if you're playing on the edge of the circle, just move towards more center, towards the safe zone. Now, NAIKON on the other side, they are also moving inside the circle. This is another team playing with the 3-man lineup, not expected or not an ideal situation, but let's see how they're going to perform today.
Very important day, because this is also a team that has got a chicken dinner, and right now, I think on the 17th spot.
Yes, you're right.
And they can certainly make it through, and for that they just need a very good opening game, and that is why you see all these teams playing it really silently in the first 10 minutes out here. And this shift of the circle is going to be really, really important. In any game of PUBG Mobile, the second shift of the circle is like the most crucial shift. And let's see where it's going to go, because that gives a big idea to all these IGLs, where they are going to go for their halt locations, where are they going to hold up, is it going to be a ridge, and is it... this is a shift. This is exactly what NRC were hoping. They've got a more decent position in the circle now. And that is why you see Pablo just coming back to the city. They were looking to move towards the city of Pochinki over there, but now they realize that that hard shift is going to bring in teams towards them. Look at Infinity eSports. They're just rushing in over there with those vehicles. Even 5P are moving their way inside. Art of Teamwork following them from the eastern edge. And among all these rotations, there's an airdrop.
Yeah.
So can anyone just pick up
You know,
on the way inside the rotation? But Struggle, they've looted up Pochinki. So that is the reason why Infinity eSports did not go to Pochinki, because they were just 3-man team and they did not want to go against Struggle Clan over there. So it looks like a pretty decent decision. But the escape plan has been also been beautifully executed by the players of 5P, 5 Power. Let's see how they're going to go ahead because no casualties from this end.
Yeah, no casualties yet, but look at that struggle. Another team while moving inside the circle, just moving from the same vicinity. Now they're not firing any bullets. They're just waiting for that perfect opportunity. But the important part is they have a good control of this mountain. Doggy on the other side, and he just escaped that arcade. He just tried his level, but literally fired only 2 bullets. Just make sure that, okay, just run away. Just run away. Yeah, the bullets are more important than thing. But look at that. We saw another team in the same vicinity, Infinity on the other side. Look at that. They are just holding towards the petrol pump. And next, as I just mentioned, we saw another team in the same vicinity. It is the team Exodus. The players are there, but now they are being more concerned about their position because look at that. Actually, he's not re-peeking from the same angle, just hiding behind the ridge, just making sure that at least he just dish out some amount of damage. And yep, did the same thing. Kenza brought down to 70. Just gonna apply an adrenaline syringe. Okay, just gonna boost himself 100%. But we still have 53 players alive. 15 teams in the lobby. Second zone closing in. Again, Exodus still holding that same angle. A slow start for the day.
Oh,
that was amazing.
That was a really good shot.
Straight out to the head. Now, Kenza. Still, just looking out for the same angle.
Just controlling those ridges with that 6-6 over here. 12th minute of the game. Still no action developing. The team's just settling themselves down. This is Zen towards the foothills of this high ground of these ridges. And Exodus trying to just station themselves over here, gather information, find out where exactly Kenza and his teammates are. But SDZ on the other side. They had some kills early in the game now that are being showcased. But let's see. Some shots being fired over there. And Exodus, that is why he scoped in over there. Now the next shot with the circle. Look at where Mark Pena. They're taking the damage from the blue. And now the strip to the circle, a hard trip towards the northern side. Very pair outside the play limits over here. This is going to make things interesting. And Pochinki as well inside the city. But look at the number of teams that were rushing in towards the city of Ferry Pair, towards that northern side of the military bridge. They are now going to find themselves rotating themselves from the southern edge of the circle. Art of teamwork, 5 Power, Infinity Esports. And from the eastern edge, we've got a bigger rotation coming in from SDMZ. They are going to, they are trying to just move from the northern sides of the city of Pochinki over here.
Yes, but look at that. The team were firing some shots in an open area, and we can see some players are losing out some individuals. Zen on the other side, Bugatti keep on firing some shots. Why on the other side just joining the same fray. Now, Max, he's looking pretty mad right now. Just knocked out one player, and 5P, 5 Power, that takes an exit at the 15th.
Timing of the rotation.
Yes, and you know what? NRC, now they have to move inside the circle. They never anticipated this circle, but now the circle just formed towards the northern side of the, towards northern side of the ferry pier. Gatka is inside the circle, as well as some part of the ruins. If the circle moved towards the southern part of the ruins, then you have an open area, and we love those open fights. We love those open area fights.
Definitely, because then we see then the fight does not only depend upon the guns, right?
Yes.
The utilities come into the play, the vehicles come into the play, the IQs come into the play.
Important, buddy. It's more important than any other thing, as well as the backup plan. You're never gonna miss out that. But Snipey, look at that, using that M16. Rambo running out for his life, and that push was not... Okay, that push was unnecessary. Now, NRC, they just fell into their own trap. Hazen just healed himself up, and... Oh my god, is that correct or not? I thought that one single player just got knocked out by dropping out from the vehicle. Doggy on this side takes a lot of damage from distance. Art of teamwork, they got eliminated. NRC, only one single player surviving, Pablo, and he is on a different road. He has to revive some of his teammates, and that jump was crazy. No, Pablo, what have you done?
Third party intervention at the right time coming in from Struggle Clan. They were controlling these ridges for a very long time, and that is exactly what they did. They controlled the vicinity completely. So many crates out there, so much to loot. 2 entire teams over there. 7 crates to loot. Wow. They definitely have reasons to take their vehicles towards that compound.
I'm shocked. You know what? Literally, I'm shocked. Pablo, that movement was not expected, but now look at that. Exodus on the verge
Leo.
of elimination. LED just hiding behind that one of the trench area. Just going to smoke out the way. And to be on the safer side, he's just doing the perfect thing. But now, fear no one. Closing in the distance. Pretty far away, have the control of that US. Now that, oh, it's kind of, okay, I thought that the legs are going to weave with...
You know what has happened?
No. Yes.
I'm not sure if this has happened before or not. I'm just making a wild guess over here. I think that has bounced and popped up on top of the US over there. And that is why there is space that you
Yes.
can see to...
Type of a one-way.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's a
that's
pretty
going to be
interesting
nasty.
smoke. Yes. That has happened inside those canals over here. Looks really interesting. I would really want to have a look at that once again. But shots coming in. This is Sancho trying to control the canal area. This is the eastern canal that they're controlling. And Kinoxi in the distance trying to give some cover fire. But Ake falling down.
Look at that. Kinsey on the other side just falling back. Oh. Sat down on his buggy and now going to rotate. Exodus feeling out the dist as well as feeling out the pressure. Sancho on the other side at least secured 1 kill, but mark is 170. They have to move inside the circle ASAP, otherwise they will struggle. As well as they're going to, you know, take a lot of damage from the blue. And we saw that Sancho, he has a perfect level 3 kit. Horse from a different angle. He will get knocked out. He got knocked out because he's falling out from a moving vehicle. Sancho from a different angle takes a lot of damage, and fear no one on the verge of elimination. The team struggle are doing a massive job.
And that's also not a good way to park your cars, right? You cannot use them again.
It's upside down.
Well, now they're regrouping. They've smoked up the shack over there. All the 4 players in a very difficult spot, and they would just be hoping that no team sort of interferes with them at this procedure. But let's see. SDZ on the other side trying to make themselves station at a good spot, and this is when when the match is picking up pace, because we are down to 40 players, 12 teams in action, and Rangers are trying to get some kills for themselves. NAIKON goes down, and a lot of teams fighting and just trying to control their vicinity yet another. But once again, but look at this. Exodus in the backdrop. We've got King Rangers on top of the ground. This is Bear in front of SDMZ, and this is all happening towards the northern edge of the circle. And this is a very important ridge to control, right? And let's see who's going to get hold of it.
Yeah, let's see who's gonna get hold of this ridge. But now Xerox, he has that ump in his hand with a level 2 kit. Spots down 1, not fired a single shot yet, and Psycho just gonna escape that barrage. Look at that. Now he has the cover as well as he has the information that one player just got thrown down behind that buggy. Armium on the other side slowly and steadily crawling in towards the players of SDMC. Both the players just keeping a distance as well as maintaining a perfect social distancing. And Edgy on the other side still looking out for an opening.
Well, yes. Well, on the other side, Infinity eSports, they're looking to give up some damage on Exodus, and Kinoxi has been pulled down over there. Even Kai, that is the end for Exodus. They were looking so good. Do they have that 1 point that they needed? Yes, they have. And they're
Finally.
Yeah, finally. But it's not a really good point, right? They needed more in this game. But Sanchi goes down. King Rangers are also taking part in that fight. And now we head towards Leo. He's the last player standing for his team. And that is how things are going to be. He's got to make his way inside the circle. And shots being taken on his US. When he's rotating inside the circle on the left-hand side, he's got Mark Pen and he's settling down. Shots might just be taken upon him. And it's going to be very difficult. He's smoking up the areas. Very low on HP. Just 1 more billion. That might be the end for Infinity eSports. They're not only on a very bad spot on the overall ranking, but they are certainly in a very bad spot in this game as well. Oh, the Uzi from Marvel.
On the other side, we can see he's just crawling in. And the kill hasn't been confirmed yet, but look at that. He's just showcasing the perfect amount of aggression. And he's just surviving on 1% HP. Keep on firing. So as a safe position for Sam, but at the end, Sam gonna pick him off. Now, BR, 2 players got knocked out. Xerox and Ego are the 2 players surviving from the side of this particular team. 42 meters is the distance, but they still have 20 seconds in the clock. On the clock, basically, Xerox just falls down. Basically, just fall back. That's the perfect decision. But look at that. SDMC slowly, steady, closing in the distance, firing a lot of shots. And Ego did the perfect job, and he just keep on firing some bullets. On a random position, knocks out Psycho.
Wow. What a game coming in from Ego right now. The Thompson just making so much damage. He's got Jelly down as well, but now Bear under pressure. They've been eliminated. SDMZ controlling the situation. Eddie and Sam standing up for the team right at the right time when they needed the most. This is Team Bear going down. They needed a big game, but they've only managed 2 points out of this game only, and that is going to hurt them.
That's certainly going to hurt them, but now they are at the first place of the leaderboard. At least 2 points are still good, but Infinity Esports takes an exit at the 10th, secured 3 kill point, but Bugatti, he is inside that one compound. Snipey just present towards adjacent compound, but Mixwell, look at that, he's also inside the same compound, but he's out in an open area just behind that brick wall. But Zen, basically, I like their position. After losing out that one single player in a very early stage, they're still surviving. They're inside the circle, have the control of this barn house. NAIKON from a different angle making things difficult for King. Now look at that, 2 players from the side of King. They are on the ridge, they have a good control of the ridge, playing on the edge of the circle. They lost 1 player.
And also look at the split in the players of Mark Pay, where Illusio is and where Momo is. SDMZ holding the high ground for now, but let's see what is the position inside the circle. Even Struggle Clan getting some kills for themselves. This is the players of Kings that they are hurting right now. But on this side of the compound, we still got Zen and SDMZ trying to take control of the cover, and Struggle Clan have just committed themselves to the compound. It's a very good compound, to be really honest, because it has a lot of loot over there. 7 crates that were made a little while earlier, so they can just keep on shooting from that compound. They just need to make sure that they station themselves as long as the zone is over there, but they would just be hoping that they don't have to go uphill in the later circle.
But you know what? From a different angle, fear no one. They got pincered down by the players of King. Okay, so we saw that all the 3 players of Fear No One, they got stuck inside that one shack, and after they escaped from that location, now they got stuck in a different location. Bugatti still holding that one angle, still peeking out from the same window, basically just making sure that he is pretty safe. But no, that's not the case for him. He will fall down. And look at that, SDZ slowly closing in. The zone just moved away from the side of Zen as well as SDZ. Mixwell using that, the beast, 141 bullets. His level 1 West is almost damaged, basically. It's fully damaged.
Well, yes, and the compound that's even Struggle Clan were holding up is now outside the zone, and they got to really move a little bit uphill. So they got to time that beautifully, because SDMZ have been holding the compound so beautifully. And Fear No One, they get eliminated with just 1 or 2 points out here. That is not going to be really helpful for them. Even Zen go down in this compound. Mark Pen are finding 2 players inside this compound, and that house is inside the zone, Shivash. So that's going to change up things for SGZ. Now they got to just fight over here, and there's a flank position that Illusio was earlier holding for Mark Penn. It's going to be really important how he's going to control the game from this position. But look at that, NAIKON finding him in a very difficult spot. He goes down as well, and now Struggle Clan, they had to move out of the compound. They're deploying spokes and trying to just reach and station themselves on the slopes over there. It's going to be difficult. And look at that, Pasta has been pulled off over here by SDMZ. Jelly is making some significantly amount of damage, considering the fact that he had just 1 kill inside the entire semi-finale before coming to the day.
Yeah, but look at that. Mark Penn, they lost that 1 player, and another time, for the second time, Pasta will go down. Now Momo, he's still there on 60% HP. Mixwell just charging in towards that one compound, because they need this compound. This is inside the circle, as you just mentioned it earlier. But look at that, Illusio still inside the smoke, just making some ballsy move. Belling on the other side, just lobbing some grenades, and he'll received a lot of damage from that grenade. Maxi so close as well, like fighting some random bullets, and he will knock him down. Maxi just brought down 25. Elusive from a different angle. He will go down. 2 more was the final player surviving from the side of Markman, but he's doing a lot of job. This is going to be a 2v1 situation. Markman, they are still surviving, and now Maxi will shut him down. Is Zahn. He needs a revival. Markman at the 5th with only 3 top 4 teams inside the zone.
Well, yes, they did a pretty good job, Markman, but they could not clear it up completely. And SGZ, I wasn't expecting them to be so well prepared over there. They've been really, really amazing in this game. Once again, they're just entering towards the final circle. In the last 4 players, we still got 12 players in this lobby, and Struggle Clan, they sort of got hold of the higher ground somehow. When SDMZ were committed towards the compound, they're now getting backstabbed, sandwiched beautifully. This is not a good situation for SDMZ. They're down to just 2 players, and one of the lads is knocked right now. Let's see how Jelly and Sam are going to deal with this, because on the left-hand side, on the higher ground, they've got Struggle Clan trying to dominate over them, and on the other side, SDZ is not giving them a lot of space to play with. They don't have a really good position, and Struggle Clan for me, they are looking good over here.
Yep, they are certainly looking good. But NAIKON on the other side, 2 players coming from the side of NAIKON, as well as 3 players coming from the side of Struggle. 1 player, they already lost that 1 player, and Izan knocks out Eddie, just going to secure his kill. And yup, confirm that kill to SDZ, secure 10 kills. Izan on domination, 3 kills onto this name. Struggle lost another player in the fight. Now, Jelly, he's still surviving with his player Sam, using those smokes perfectly. Now they are out of utilities, but they have some mollies as well. Look at that. Izan, he's still there. Maxi on the side, just want to create a smoke path so that they can move inside the circle, because 40 meters is the mark. Spots down Jelly, but Maxi still holding that one angle.
Well, he's just holding up, and let's see now the shots are going to be poured in. But the important thing, the smoke has been deployed because they got to travel some distance, and now this ridge that has been helping them so far is now going to be their enemy because they got to move outside, and that is why you can see them deploying those smokes out there. And Maxi making the run out in the open. This is SDMZ's moment. Can they pick off and stop SDZ and pick up some important kills in their tally? But right now, even Struggle Clan has sort of regrouped, and they've got all the 4 players standing. This is a good stance coming in for them, considering the fact that they were down to just 2 players standing a little while earlier. And NAIKON, they've also been shut down a little bit. And let's see how Logi and Mozart are they going to showcase some talent here inside the final circle. And Logi really trying to pin them down. But Dexter has created this flanked angle. This is not looking good for Mozart. But only and only if Logi spoils him from a distance, and let's see if he is going to do that. SDMZ also getting pinned. SDZ have made it outside that ridge and now holding a good position. Dexter goes down, but this is a trade. Mozart is the last player standing, and shots are available on him. Let's see if Team NAIKON is going to get eliminated or not, or they are going to continue their run. They are going to. Mozart gets one more player. He gets Kenza down. Struggle Clan under a lot of pressure. They've just got Arklu standing right now, and let's see what is he going to be pulling off over here, because his team desperately needs his help.
Yep, Arklu still surviving, still there behind the buggy. Make sure that he just have enough cover. That's why he popped a lot of smoke. But we still have 4 teams left. Look at that. Izan slowly and steadily closing in. But
Ooh, the molly.
That molly shuts down the team. SDMZ Mixful, 5 kills. Rampage, kudos to this lad, secured a lot of kills. And we saw that SDMZ secured 7 kill points. But this nade can change the fate for Struggle. Lodge just lobbed that perfectly. Is this correct or not? And yes!
It is. Dexter goes down with this nade. Now a follow-up nade. This time it just needs a little bit more length on it. Is it going to get it? Is he going to get it? Yes, he's going to. And with that nade, NAIKON, they shut down the entire Struggle Clan over there. 2 nades. That is what this lad required, and he's just swilled down the entire team. Now, with the confidence, they've got the higher ground. They've got the curve of the land in their favor. And do they have the zone? No, none of the team is enjoying the favor of the zone right now. But the higher ground is certainly in Mozart's favor, and he's certainly showing some amazing skills out here. And Struggle Clan eliminated out there. Wow, what a beautiful game executed by these 2 lads.
Yep, now it's a 2v2 situation for both the teams. Now the 8th circle will close in after 2 seconds. Mixful on the flank angle. Lobbed another grenade towards Izan, received some amount of damage, and that grenade from the side of Mozart was almost perfect, but the tree provided a lot of cover to Izan. Izan applied that booster. That's why he's just healing himself up slowly and steadily. Mixful still running, still out in an open area, but look at that. Izan still behind that one tree.
Well, he's still behind that one tree, holding on to the angle. This is what happens on the last days of the tournament of a semi-finale. You've got to show nerves, and that is exactly what NAIKON is showing, but they've been pulled down as well. Mixwall gets that opening. Now Izan commits himself, and Mozart under a bit of pressure right now. And look at that AKM is right on his head. Is he going to take the knock? Mozart takes this knock. This is a 1v2 situation. He's got Mixful pinned behind a tree, and Mozart knows exactly his position, but he's out in the open. He does not have a good cover to play with, so he's going prone. He's going behind. Maybe he will be looking to hold on to that revive. Now Mixwell knows he's connected 1 ammo, and that is why the confidence coming out inside with an M249. And let's see, the M249 is going to shut that big effort down. Next shot, they go down, but yes, this is SDZ. Look at where they were inside the overall standing. And Mixwell, what a game he's played over here for this team. Amazing, taking his team over the line, and a 14 kill chicken dinner for this team at a very right time. If they have to design a comeback, if they want to finish inside the top 13,
Yeah.
they needed this, and this is exactly what they've got it.
Yeah, on 17 position, but Mozart, why he just falls down in the final fight? That was a 1v1, right, Trooper? Because he has no helmet. He has a one vest and he has no helmet. That's why the damage onto your head, it was massive, and we all know M249, it's the beast gun. But let's have a look at the MVP for this first Erangel, and it's going to be Maxwell for sure. Secured 7 kills, dished out 941 damage. Survival time is 27 minutes 50 seconds, 1 assist.
And most importantly, he won the last 1v1. That was
Yes.
really important because Mozart, he was looking so good. He was looking so good, but it really was pressure on Maxwell. He had a little bit of a space to play with. When he connected that first ammo, he knew exactly that now he had the upper hand, and he committed. And that is the exact amount of throttle that we talk about on aggression.
Before that, Maxwell will just drop down to only 30% HP, then he healed himself up, then he run towards that 1v1, and that was a close call. But at the end, obviously, if you have the West, if you still have some health in your favor, and your opponent has no time to react, if he just compromises his position, then you always have an upper hand. Maxwell used that opportunity perfectly.
Well, this is what happens, right? In a big tournament, PMCO semi-finale, last day, suddenly two teams who were not looking so impressive, NAIKON and SDZ, something got into them suddenly. They've slept on the right side of the bed last night and just came up and delivered over here. And the top players are now over here. Look at how NAIKON and SDZ are dominating this list. Izan is here, then we've got Mixwell leading the charts. Mozart also presented. What an amazing game he was playing. But somehow, from Zen, Mado also makes an appearance. He's given a damage of 871. That is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, but let's have a look at the match summary of the first Erangel match. Maxwell has the highest kill in his favor. The longest distance kill is secured by Mato, which is 253 meters. Mozart dished out the highest amount of damage. 24 utilities being used by Kenza. And Leog, two assist.
But also a very good work coming in from Loege, right?
Yeah.
The way he controlled that fight and those ridges on the final circle, it wouldn't have been easy for Mozart to dish out that 966 damage if Ligo had not been there. And now let us have a look at some more stats out there, and let's see how the match ranking is looking over here.
Yeah, 29 points SDZ eSports. This is insane. Struggle on the second with 19 points. Team NAIKON on the third with 18 points. SDMZ secured 4. They are on the fourth position, secured 15 total points, and that is amazing. Mark Penn on the fifth with 9 points, but they were on the 13th position before this match.
It was their game to be taking, right? They had a good position.
Yes.
They were gatekeeping SDZ, but they fell down over there, and then SDZ went ahead and took the chicken. It was a very difficult spot until Mark Penn was alive for SDZ to go ahead and take the chicken, because we saw SDMZ holding the higher ground.
Yeah.
Struggle had a very good loot to play, but they had to deal with Mark Penn first. They dealt with everyone.
Yes.
The way they shut down SDMZ with those mollies out there, the utility usage coming in from SDZ Esports was absolutely spectacular. But I'm really sorry to say they haven't been that spectacular in the remaining 8 matches that they played earlier. They were just decent enough in the Miramar on the second day, but other than that, they were pretty much average.
Pretty much average, but let's see how they're going to perform in the other 3 games left for the day.
Yes,
Then
very
on the
important.
9th, total 4 points in their backpack. Freer, No One, and Team Beer just secured only 2 total points. Team Beer, they can do some experiment because they are on the first place of the leaderboard. But that's not the case for Freer, No One, right?
But imagine this, where if they do experiment at this stage, and they're not going to play their 4 matches tomorrow, but 16
Yes.
other teams are. What if you just drop down on the overall ranking? Because getting 2 points in an opening Erangel game is not going to do to your confidence.
For sure.
It's not going to do good to your overall standing as well. So you got to keep climbing up, because the pressure is going to really mount high on you if you just miss out on opportunities.
Now let's take a look at the Oppo F19 Pro movements. Let's refresh our memories. Rambo, he literally dished out a lot of damage, and after this knock, he also got knocked out. But kudos to Hazen, he literally secured that 1 kill. But Pablo, look at that. After this fight, Pablo finished off the players from the side of Art, and at the end, Doggy, he got finished from a different angle. And from the same angle, Kenza secured another kill, and that was Pablo.
That is what happens if you take the wrong road, right? If he would have gone from the other side of the compound, it could have been a completely different story for the team of NRC. But nothing that we can do over here. Nothing what they could do in front of SDMZ when they were fighting for the higher ground over here. This was a strategical fight, a technical fight that SDMZ wanted to win because they needed this higher ground inside the final circle, and they enjoyed it for a very good amount of time. But until they bent this team, SDZ. First they took down Markpen so beautifully, and there was one more team that they took down inside that compound. So they've been really impressive in this game, to be really honest. SDZ, they've played, I think, by far the best game inside the entire PMCO for split leg for them right now. Let's see how far they can go ahead in the remaining 3 matches, because even after this kind of a performance, they're not making it to the top 13.
Yes, and that is the point of concern, right?
And they're not going to go and play their matches tomorrow, right? Just 3 more matches. Everything that they can do, here's the moment. And this was that moment where...
Look at that.
Mixwell, yes. What an amazing...
Mozart has no helmet. Look at that. His, you know, that head cover just was visible.
That's
he
a bear.
was wearing a beard. Yeah, I was about to say that, but we have the overall ranking in front of us. SDMC, after faltering down at the 4th, but still secured a lot of points. That's why we can see the green marker just adjusted to them on the 4th position with 99 points.
And look at the drop already on Bear. They're down. They started at 4th, right?
Yeah.
But just 2 points in this game. Struggle and SDMZ have overtaken them, and now they fall down to the 6th position.
Yeah, but
even
now,
Victor Gaming and Dino are not far away.
Yes, Victor Gaming. Now the important point is they're going to play their other 4 matches tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes. So they still have some chances left, but that's not the case for Team Beer. You know, 12. If it's just going to play like this, then it might possible this is going to end up on the 2nd page of the overall ranking. But the important part is SDMC. They were holding that high ground, and Team NAIKON, they were making things difficult for them, and Kings as well. But now Team NAIKON on the 11th and just climbing up.
And look at the problem. SGZ is still not making onto the page number 2, and that is the problem. So they're going to just continue their good run, and that's going to be very, very important for them. They are stationed with 60 points after this chicken dinner in the 9 matches that they have played. But 5 Power, VIP eSports, we no one, now they have their own sets of problems. And I remember that during day number 2, the 2nd game, when it was the 6th game for Fear No One, I just mentioned that it was already curtains for them. And then they came back with a big chicken dinner. So maybe just to motivate them once again, looks like that it's already curtains for Fear No One after this bad Erangel. So I'm just jinxing them in the right manner, to be really honest. But on the last and final page, we got 187 eSports. But Zen are playing their matches today with just 41 points. They're not looking really good. The Rangers are not looking really impressive, to be really honest. That's just 27 points. But this is how the overall ranking looks post-match 17. And most of the teams that are playing today, all the teams that are playing today have completed their 9 matches. And by the end of the day, they're going to complete their 12 matches. And the 2 remaining groups, Group B and Group D, they are going to come back tomorrow and play their 4 matches. And by the end of all these matches, we are going to have an overall ranking, and the top 13 are going to go ahead.
Only the top 13 will just move towards the finals. Let's see who are going to be the top 13 teams.
Well, yes, and that is going to be the story. But for now, we are going to go for a very short break. On the other side of this break, we are going to have the match of Miramar.
Here we go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea?
we go now.
Hello guys and welcome back once again to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro. Wook up your fun because a team of SDZ is already wooked up after the first Erangel, and what are you expecting from this Miramar?
I am expecting that Beer will fight back and they will again climb up at the first, I think so, to the top 5 position. Let's see if it's going to happen or not. But we have the second game ready and we have the plane path in front of us. Starts from the western side of Ladrilla and just heading towards the western side of Campo Militar.
Well, yes, northern tilt in the flight path over here. But cities like Crobreria and El Pozo are going to be really easy to traverse. But for Los Leonos, Impala, Puerto Palacio, it's a completely different story in the early half of the game. So let's see how these teams are going to tackle with all the situations that they're going to face here. Very important game, really very important game, because this is the last time these teams are playing this Miramar game, right? So whatever you have learned from all the other teams, whatever is your experience from the semi-finale, like you got to put in everything in here. In this game, and everyone would be looking to have a really good technical game over here. And look at that Fear one. That early jump clearly states that they're a little bit on the nervous side. They know that they're losing on important opportunities. They really want to loot up quickly. Miramar is a really good city to start your campaign, right? And they've got hold of the entire cities. And let's see what they're going to do. Even Zen have dropped on Chomasera. No contest for them whatsoever. Or do they have NAIKON very close to the city?
Now, NAIKON can make things difficult for Zen if they want to. Otherwise, they are quite safe with that. With Markman, all the 4 players just drop down towards El Pozo. They are quite happy with that because there's not a single team in the El Pozo area. But now, the zone is not favoring you, my lad. Now, the zone just formed towards the southeastern side of the map, favoring the Los Leones. And okay, it seems like we're going to witness another Erdwin finish, and if it's going to happen, then Trooper, he's going to be the happiest person on earth right now. But SDZ, look at that. I have an eye on this team because SDZ, they were phenomenal in the previous match. They were so good, literally eliminated one of the best team in the lobby who were at the 13th position, and after that push Maxi. Kudos to that one lad because he was the first person who find an opening against the players of Markpin. But after that we saw that Izon again dished out a lot of damage after he got fall down. Then Mixwell was there to cover up the stuff. Now look at that. The position of the players of SDMZ, that's 2+2 split, is going to be risky. But if we're talking about risk, Marvel on the verge of elimination, and he got eliminated. Beer lost first person. They lost that one individual in a very early stage. Not a good start. They expected Eco received a lot of damage.
Well, not a good start for Beer. Steva with this M16 rifle does not have a sight on it, right? And does not have a helmet vest as well.
The paper bag, it's enough. Oh no, now he has the helmet.
Now he has the motorcycle helmet.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? On that paper bag, it was written like, don't kill me. Yeah, don't kill me, don't shoot me.
I won't.
You know that, right? You have that.
Yeah, I won't.
Oh. Okay. My soap is low.
Well. Well, Rangers, they're just looting up the vicinity right now. Let's see. But look at that. 1,600 meters, almost 16 to 1,800 meters. These teams are outside the circle towards the northern side of the map. They got to wrap up this fight early.
Look at that ego. He is on a different angle. He receives some amount of damage. Zyrox pretty far away from him now. Eco just clearing out some of the areas so that Zyrox will move inside the circle, will move towards his teammate comfortably.
Well, he certainly is, and this is a strategical move, right? They're just both rotating from this western side to the eastern side of the city and just picking up loot on the way and just trying to find any glimpse of the enemies inside the vicinity if they can with their scopes out there. Spark with that mini 8x just gathering as much information as his teams, just checking out the ridges if one of them have already flanked or not. And these are important, crucial informations that you got to get, right? And this helps you. And wow. using the passage through the fence, just deploying himself now. So he's realized that there might be no one with that flank angle, so why not let me just cover up an angle for my team, and that's going to be really crucial now from the side of Spark. He has an 8x, the best possible scope, so he's got a good sight over here, and I don't think Bear can go away. They cannot just evade him. It's going to be difficult though, but let's see. The challenge has been put up by the Rangers over here, controlling the ridges already from the flank position. 3 players still inside the city. They've already got 1 kill in their tally. Looking good. They've got some decent loot as well, but the problem for them is the same, that they got to rotate to the circle. And inside Picardo, we have a different situation where Struggle Clan is finding Infinity Esports quite close to them, and we've seen these two teams go into fights for eternities.
You know what? Kenza and Dexter, both the players are just have a control of the crucialist angle, like one of the crucial angle right now, and they can spot down players very easily. Exodus from a different area, just present towards the Los Leones area, and Baymax, I love his name. Now, he is pretty close to one lad from the side of NAIKON, and that is Star. He has a Scarrel as well as an Uzi applying an energy drink so that he can just boost himself up. He's pretty far away from the pack, and that is the point of concern. Actually, on the other side, he saw him. He knows that there's one person inside that one compound, another moving towards the same vicinity, so he is just being more careful. That's the best.
So we just saw 3 cities, right? La Cobre area, then we went to Picardo, and now Los Leonos. So multiple teams already finding themselves inside the city areas, and the compounds, those ridges are yet not being utilized because this is just the looting phase that is ending, the 7th minute of the game, and these teams are well equipped now. Look at the kind of loot that NAIKON has. He's looking good already, level 2 gears on him. Just that one first aid can be an issue, but he's going to find more nearby for sure. And he spotted Exodus already, who are looking to have a really good game. They just became the 3rd Centurion from the region a little while earlier. At the end of the last game with that 1 point that they could secure, but that's going to put pressure on them as well. But let's see how they're going to deal with all this. This is the northern part of the city of Los Leonos that is getting crowded already. We've already seen the circle. Los Leonos looks right on the center. The second shot of the circle, once again, very, very important. Where the other team's going to stay, station themselves, cement themselves into the higher altitudes, or do they have to rotate from the edge is going to be very important. But this encounter, Kinoxi might just go down here.
Never expected that. Never anticipated that. Star just going to confirm that kill. But we saw the kill feed. Another fight just panned out from a different area. Now, Exodus, that revival is going to be a little bit difficult. But Star just falling back. Again, you have to go for that kill. But no, just want to be on the safer side. Look at that. What?
Smart move.
Strove away. Whoa, so far.
He's just bought that time for himself with that knock and
Enough.
just... Ooh! Leo with that 4x on the car 98, almost landed that 7.62 ammo. Dexter, he was peeking over there. But, he's found the level 3 gears for him already.
The best combination. So, White has one of the best combination as well. I mean, 14 with the 8 times. On it, and Kenza, he has a return. Look at that. Is this a fair fight?
You're not going to be allowed that, right? What are you
9?
thinking? That's a big, bold move. So just to save one more player. Almost. Have you have you changed the sensitivity for the car 98? Do you do that for the spray or
Never
for the
use
bolt
bolt action, bro.
Oh, you never use them.
Yeah.
That's a really good way.
You know, like my teammates are like, "You are so bad, bro. Why you're not able to connect a single shot?" That's why stop using those bolt action.
Wow. So you take motivation
yes,
in the right manner.
I told you, my friends are the best.
They're going to certainly help you.
Yes, they are helping me a lot. But right now, the same thing for the players of Infinity. Now, Struggle lost 2 players. Picardo, first drop in the same vicinity, Picardo area. Markman slowly and steadily moving from the western side. They're just going to halt towards the outside of the zone, basically just halting towards that one compounds present towards that tri-junction of the road. Now, look at that. Look at the position of FN1, Fear No One. Pretty far away from the safe zone, almost 800 meters, more than 1200 as well. Sandox, he has to move inside the circle, but SP, a good move, playing on the edge, perfect.
Look at Fiano1. They were the first to jump from the plane, right? And they look like they want to be the last to enter the zone.
Probably, but King, look at that. Okay, they're moving.
But yeah, they're moving. And even Fiano1 is moving. They don't want some early action. Clearly, they're playing for the placement points. And if they can manage some good kills towards the end, the strategies become really, really passive here for Fiano1. But I don't blame them. It's just, I would just hope that they can pull this off, because still 2 more matches remaining after this. And they can certainly work their way through if they get this game a decent one. So that is exactly what they would be trying to do. But so are the other 15 teams, right? Everyone is trying to bag those important 15 points for themselves and maybe grab a few chicken dinner. If they can get a 10 kill or a 9 kill chicken dinner, that's going to put them decently on a very good spot on the overall standing as well. And with just 2 more matches to go, the pressure is going to multiply with every passing second.
He's being more patient. Again, that's the way you're going to play in the previous matches. And they got punished by the players of SDZ when they have control of that ban house. But Bugatti, he's the person who gave an opening to the players of SDZ. I still remember that one grenade. He was just peeking from the same window, and that's why he got punished. But right now, they're playing a little bit slow, present to his Los Leones area. 4 teams on the Los Leones area. Bugatti striving his vehicle, running out in an open, just going to switch to that truck. And you know what, Trooper, the important part is... accept those fights, those from the side fight of struggle as well as Infinity. Except that, not a single team just want to engage in a fight. They are still looking out for those points, and they are hungry. And this is the point where Rambo might be in a bit of trouble. And yeah, he got picked by Mixfield. Come on, that was a treat in front of his eye.
But important for SDZ, right? Just like in the earlier game, they picked up a kill just outside the city of Primorsk, and now they have picked up a kill just outside this area of La Bandita. So they're getting kills in their favor. That is important. But White, has he been blasted in that vehicle? Wow, this might just be the end for Infinity's esports struggle, because they're not already inside the top 13, they're outside, and they're losing players pretty early in the Miramar game as well. Even one more player from Bear go down, and King Rangers, this fight has been extending from the areas of La Cobreria, and now they're finding themselves just outside Hacienda de Petron, and still things looking against Bear.
Bear. They are just fighting with the teams, and now King Rangers secure 2 kills. The best start they can ever expect. Present towards the Hacienda del Petro area. I'm still wondering, they have that golden Miramar or not? Because that is the best, vehicle. That's the most beautiful vehicle. Spark still firing some bullets on that moving vehicle. Right now, we can see the players of Beer are safe, but they lost 2 players, which is not a good thing. Again, I just want to mention this, because now, before this match, they just faltered down towards the 7th position, if I'm not wrong. They were at the 4th, but now just falling down, not showcasing the perfect dominance, not able to, wasn't sure to collect some more points, and couldn't able to basically collect a lot of points. That's why they just faltered down. Macman on the other side up against the players of SDZ. Are they here for revenge or not? Let's see.
Well, they would certainly try. But Macman, they need a big game over here. They really need, because they need to station themselves beautifully by the end of the day.
On the other side, we saw Momo.
Now, they're creating a flank angle for themselves towards the southern part. And they got their backlines to check as well, because the zone would start to close in on them. And they're already inside the circle towards the southern edge. Now, Bear have lost 1 more player. They're just losing players in regular intervals. And now VIP eSports picks up 1 more kill from them. This is just towards the junkyard area, where there's on these ridges towards Minas, where they were trying to station themselves, picked off in rotation once again. Not looking good for Bear, right? Even they just got 2 points inside the first Erangel, and now losing players in Miramar as well.
Lost 2 players, and now things are not looking good for them. Now, a lot of unfortunate movement for that. Zyrox also go down from the side of Hope. VIP found an opening. SDMC Jelly on the receiving edge. Kinoxi is there. Psycho with that incredible tray. Ackley, he got eliminated by that vehicle blast. Psycho on the domination. Oh, my goodness, we saw that the players literally very close on the verge of elimination, but 5 Power looking pretty decent. They were the first team who had an early exit in the previous match, but right now they're looking pretty confident. They have the control of this compound. They have a lot of vehicles, 3 truck, 1 buggy, pretty enough so that they can focus on those rotations. But Arman, look at that. Look at his position. He's the final player from the side of Beer. He has one and only single thing in his mind, and that is to collect points.
Yes, obviously. Survival is the key over here for him, and now he's just got to play the waiting game and just pick up some cheeky kills if he can for himself, and that is going to be really important. But he's finding the 3 lads, the 3-man team of 5 Power pretty close to themselves. Even they had a very bad game last time. They were the first team to get eliminated in that rotation, and
Yeah.
they would also really would want a good comeback for them. Mondo, Spider, Nurse. Ayman is not moving at all. He's not moving at all, and he can't afford to give away any sound cues. Right? He's in a man disadvantaged situation, just on the edge of the circle, and he's not going to move for a very big amount of time, I feel.
40 seconds on the clock. After that, the 4th circle will close in. Now look at that. 5 Power. Okay, Spider. Oh no, you will go down. You will for sure go down, and the kill confirmation is going to be there. Oh no, Herman surviving on very low HP, 40%, just got thrown down, just going to reload his AKM. But this fight is not going to be in his favor because he's just going to face 2 players, and yup, Spider end his journey instantly. Team Beer takes an exit at the 15, just secured only 1 point to gain the same thing, but a different map. 5 Power lost 1 player, secured 1, a good trade, but I don't think so that this is going to help him a lot in the further stages of the map. Look at that dodge, he's keep continuing, just gonna spray down a lot of bullets with his M16, but that was not enough to take down 1 player. Art of teamwork, pretty close to the players of 5 Power, but this fight is going to be intense.
Well, yes, and SDZ are looking to dominate yet again. Psycho goes down this time. Pressure once again on the lads of SDMZ. Sam and Jelly really low. They're taking and receiving some shots. And look at the split onto the lads of Infinity eSports as well. They're taking a fight against Mixwall.
Yeah.
Whoa, what are they pulling off over here? SDZ looking in a completely different stance.
Zen on the other side from a distance confirmed those kills. SDMC Sam is the final player surviving from the side of SDMC. Art of Teamwork takes an exit at the 14. Mark Pin are the reason why they got eliminated. Fear No One coming into action, making things difficult for SDZ, trying their level best. Secure 1 or the 4 players are there present towards the graveyard. Bugatti, that lad is again stepping up, and I'm happy because Zen finally is securing a lot of kills without losing any individual. Horse just pin down that 1 single player from the side of SDMC inside that shack. Snipey from a different angle wants to snipe the players of Fear No One, and the same thing can say for Fear No One because they also got pinched down inside that 1 compound. But look at that grenade from the side of Sancho. Sam, his journey is finished.
Well, it's finished for now, but SGZ are finding themselves down to 3-man team, and they're just holding on to the cover. With Zen just deploying themselves, they've just eliminated SDMZ on those ridges. This is not a good game for SDMZ. They would like to forget this and just go ahead inside the remaining 2 matches with some good confidence. But Sanchez completes this 1v1, takes down Kinoxi. And these are big teams, right? Kinoxi, Exodus, they're already stationed so beautifully on the overall standing, and now they're losing these fights. And let's see how Sanchez is going to deal with the situation. And he's already lost White for his teammate now. And just 3 players playing. The 4th circle closing and bullets flying everywhere. And if you can just hear in your mic, a lot of shots being taken right now.
Zen stepping up. Oh my goodness, takes down the players of NAIKON who were so good in the previous match. Right now, Madhu needs a revival, and revival is being initiated. Flux on very low HP, just applied that first aid kit, and now he's on 75%. Bugatti on the other side, he is using his mini 14 with the 8 times, but he is an open area, and that's why he receives some amount of damage. Look at that, the circle, graveyard is going to be the center for the teams.
And look at that, Fear No One, they are finding themselves so beautifully in that compound. They don't need to rotate from there, and it's going to be a very important game for them, how they are going to use this shift. Even Leo is getting some kills for themselves, picking off Bugatti over there, but the revive is going to get executed on these ridges. Look at the number of vehicles that they've got already. Ooh, NAIKON. Mozart, what an amazing game he had. But Exodus on the other side, they have been eliminated. And a very sandwich situation onto the open fields for Mozart and his teammates. Let's see how they're going to deal with this. Because they've just got two lads that are remaining over there. It's just the duo. Back again. It's a duo once again. So they just come in with a team, that's the problem.
43 meters. They have to, travel 43 meters if they want to move inside the circle and if they want to be on the safer side. Bugatti just sat down in his vehicle and his teammate Flux is also in the same vehicle. NRC Shusti has been knocked out from different angles. Zen just closing in the distance. SDZ, this is going to be their match because now they have a good control. Maxi from a different angle, trying his level best to pinch down the players. But look at that sandbox making things difficult for the players of Zen. And a lot of teams are doing those third parties.
Well, they will certainly do it, and Fear No One need this performance from Sandbox over here. But now, Maxi, he's just very close, and he breaks down Fluffy over there, and now this follow-up nade coming in from Snipey, but it's been a little bit overcooked, and they're going to sense that information. Are they going to regroup because they're not inside the zone? They got to go towards these ridges, and for that, the problem is going to be the last and final player on the top side of that ridge. Is he going to allow him an easy passage or not? That's going to be the thing, and he gets picked off over here. Even NRC have got eliminated in the distance. This is not looking good for them. But Zen just outside. Mado and Y holding on to position. Maxi and Snipey have deployed themselves. It's a backstab situation coming in from them for the backlines. They got to deal with it. Y, he sensed that problem, and now he's got to decide to deal with it or take some cover. They're looking to take some cover for now, but the problem is not going to get so over easily. Maxi, the revive is being executed over there.
Yeah, but one grenade can finish off the movie, or we can say their journey. But look at that. That's going to end the team who were dominating from the longest time in this particular match. Infinity eSports got shut down by the players of NAIKON Logi with his amazing Thompson spray. And VIP Hope takes down 2 with that one grenade and got the grenade title. Maxi just burning alive. That volley was lobbed perfectly. But look at that. Mado with his incredible headshot with his M24 was perfect. Look at that. Why lobbed 2 grenades, but none of them was perfect. Okay, second one was.
And you know what? They were under pressure, right? But Mado between. Oh! What a knock from Mado. Now the 2 players are down. They got to rush in over there. They got to rush in over there. But are they sensing this? Ooh, another nade just flowing inside. Maxi so low on HP. Zan is he's just completed 1 revive. Now he's on to the second one. But they're allowing this to happen? No, they're not. But from the distance, Zan has been picked up by the players of Markpin.
Yep.
Now Maxi is the last guy standing. Is he losing patience? No, he's just holding on. Where is Markpin?
On the western side of the circle, on the western side of the circle, Maxi lobbed 1 molly so that he can buy some more time. Is Zan on the other side just want to be on the front line so that he can collect some information. Why from that flank angle confirm that 1 kill, but now the revival also being initiated. Maxi has 4 first aid kit but has no time because 26 meter he has to cover 26 meter. Pasta lost his life from the side of Nissa. Look at that. Fear No One stepping up, but VIP Blitzen, he was there to shut them down and put a full stop onto their name. It is going to be a heal battle or not? I would love to see a heal battle from the side of SDZ. Could secure 4 kills. Now Aqua, oh, that spray was nasty.
And Steve goes down as well. Wow, and that is the 8 for King Rangers. Not a really good sight for that team over there as well. Not looking good on the overall standings as well. They go down, and Mado, he's got the grenade title for himself. He's been really, really impressive. Let's see how he's going to move ahead. But VIP Esports, they've not been that impressive, but they really need a big game. Even 5 power go down now. So from the northern side, the ridges are being controlled by VIP Esports for now, and let's see how far they're going to deal with it, because Belgian has got some good information onto this squad that Fear No One have been holding, and now they're sort of trying to come out of that compound, and we always see that a good comfortable cover becomes a graveyard if you just stick onto the cover till the final circle, and this is a mistake that has been committed by Fear No One, and that's why multiple players going down. They got a difficult situation to handle. Are they equipped enough? Do they have enough utilities on their hands? That's going to be the question. They've got 3 smokes deployed already, but they would certainly be needing more, and they just got to use their meds perfectly as well. And they've been holding on for so long, shooting at teams around. Do they have enough ammos is also going to come into the equation.
Yeah, that is going to be a point of, there's a point to talk about with struggle on the other side. They got eliminated at the 6 without securing a single point. Aqua doing a lot of job for his team. Look at that display, 2+1 split. Blitzen on the center of the circle. A ballsy move from the side of this lad. Momo on his side surviving from the side of Macpin. Now, he has the cover of that vehicle as well as has a cover of that ridge as well. But Fear No One still surviving. All the 4 players are still forced to use those med kits as well as the first kit. Momo, I told you, this position from the side of Momo is going to be crucial for every single player. Momo still holding that one angle, still looking out for that one particular angle. Switch to a frag grenade, just gonna lob that one grenade to be on the safer side. But Zen closing in the distance. 2 players surviving from the side of Zen, again on the back line from Momo.
Well, once again, the meds have got to be used over there for Fear No One. They've just not been able to deploy their players outside that compound. Now, Belgian getting the shots. He's really low. Gets knocked down over there, but that split situation clearly not working for VIP eSports. They always look to take the center. But this time also things not really working for them. The player in the center has been picked off, and it's NAIKON. Mozart with those skills and trying to pull off players as well, and he's already looking decent. Let's see, once again, back-to-back final circle finishes for Mozart. NAIKON, they're looking on a very good run.
Yep, they certainly are, and that's how you're going to play your final 4 matches. NAIKON, still 2 players surviving, secure 3 kills, just making sure that shot is pretty open, as well as he lobbed that one molly. But Aqua received a lot of damage, not a lot of damage, received 20%, lost 20% HP. Hope got knocked out. On the other side, Fear No One Horse also got picked off. But if you're talking about picking off, VIP eSports final player got picked off from the lobby, got eliminated at the 5th. Fear No One doing a lot of job, but look at that, Guda. He got killed by the play zone. It's so ruthless. And Momo, he also got picked off by the players from Zen, secured 7 kills. This is going to be crazy because 2v2.
Well, Zen is also playing an amazing game. This is exactly the kind of game that was required for them. But is it too late? That is the only concern for Zen right now. But yes, let's see. We will just hope that they could repeat the performance in the remaining 2 matches as well. Now, Nissan has been booked off over here. Sandbox, last player standing. Fear No One need a big game. They need this chicken dinner. They cannot afford the 2nd or the 3rd position. They need the chicken dinner out here. And that is why you can see Sandbox trying so hard. But the players are not giving him enough space to play. He's going to expose himself towards that ridge, and that's why he's trying to make that run. Gets picked off, and NAIKON have got that kill secured in their tally. 2v2. It's going to be NAIKON versus Zen.
It's going to be incredible. Leoji on the other side providing a lot of cover to Mozart. Mozart just moving inside the zone with his Bucky. His position has been compromised and a lot of bullets has been connected towards him. And why? He is doing a lot of job. Mozart only 20, applying the first aid kit. That grenade was not perfect. So as the Molly, Bai just going to burst out that vehicle so that he can just some amount of damage to Mozart. Just spots out Why. Why goes down. Mardo also got picked off by this particular lad. NAIKON secured a chicken dinner in the 2nd match of the day.
He missed out in Erangel,
yes.
right?
What's up, SDZ? I am here to prove that, yup, we are the best NAIKON with 10.
Well, really talented, really talented. Look at where NAIKON is on the overall ranking, ladies and gentlemen. With back-to-back 2 amazing games. They're on the #5 position. That is how...
We need drum rolls.
That is the kind of intent you need, right? That is the kind of intent you need if you're on the 2nd or the 3rd page. And NAIKON have showed exactly what to do. A 10-kill chicken dinner coming in from him. And there can be no other player than Mozart who's going to be the MVP. That's my bet, I feel. And let's see.
Oh, you're right.
I'm always on point, right? Yeah, Mozart with 6 kills over here, 1,000 damage, takes away the MVP for this game. And he's going to remember this for a long time. Because in the last game, inside the final circle, he missed out a 1v2. And he came back in Erangel and converted it.
Yes, and at that moment before this, I think so, he has a level 3 helmet. Now he knows that, yup, those loadouts are very important. But let's have a look at the top players from this Miramar map. And Mado, for sure, is going to be on the 2nd position. 3 kills, 804 damage. Markman Momo, he was also phenomenal. 699 damage. And 2 players from the side of VIP eSports, Blagan and Hope. Now, one thing I'm not happy about Blagan, about his position. He was in the core of the reserve zone. He was out in an open area. His western side was covered, but not the eastern and the northwest, basically northeastern as well as southern. But now let's have a look at the match summary for this Miramar map. 6 kills by Mozart, highest skill. Psycho with that longest distance kill, 332-meter trooper. That is impressive. Good guy used the highest amount of utilities. Fear no one, had an incredible chance inside the circle, but Leog with the maximum assist. I love that.
Well, yes, and once again, that's a repeat of the performance for assists, right?
Yes.
Even the last game, he had the maximum assist for his team and in the lobby, and that is exactly what is pulled off over here. So this is the kind of support you need from your team, and this is exactly what Mozart has been getting. And what an amazing conversion in this game for those important 25 points. #5 where they are.
Yeah.
Amazing. This is Mozart, Team NAIKON at their very best.
You know what? How many points been secured by other teams? For that, let's have a look at the match ranking, and they are in front of us. Zen on the second with 19 points. Amazing performance by this team. Fear no one. Kudos to this team because they are on the third with 16. VIP eSports, 2 players from the side of VIP eSports were on the top players, secured 7 kills, and now
all these top 4 teams from this game, they were either on the third or on the fourth page before the start of this game. And I think NAIKON came to the second.
Yes,
after
they were on
the last game. After the last game,
game,
they came on to the second. After the last game, they came on to the second. But with this game, they're on the first page. Top 5. They've overtaken Bear.
And now, Bear, you're going to feel the wrath for sure because only 1 point, and that is not good. Same for Exodus as well. They are on the 14th with 1 point. Art of Teamwork haven't able to secure a single kill, but I'm eagerly waiting for the overall ranking because that is going to be the surprising factor for Team Beer.
I'm going to make a cliche joke. A PJ is just like you that you like to have, but during the Oppo F19 Pro moments, when we are going to have a look at the highlights of this Miramar game. Remember when Mozart did not have a helmet?
Yeah.
His face was a bear, right?
Yeah.
So that's the irony here. And Bear are not getting a good game, but Mozart with a helmet, he's getting some real aggressive shots like a bear over here.
Now I can feel the pain whenever I crack a joke, how my teammates as well as casters feel. But look at that. My jokes are pretty awesome. But after this, kills secured by Arnhem, he takes an exit from the lobby. And this was the first team, that was Team Beer, who got eliminated from the lobby. That I felt bad for them, but they still have 2 games left. But only 2 games, and that is the most important part. Infinity Esports, they secured 5 total kills from this particular lobby, but at the end, they got eliminated by the team who has control of the map from the start.
Well, yes, and it was a really good game for them. And this was a really fight that invested a lot of time by both the teams. But yes, Zen were finally able to get some good points out of there. But Markpen, they made their presence felt up till the final circle over there. And this was VIP eSports. I don't know why they always try to play center and try to deploy their players towards the center in this sort of a clustered lobby. And it's a really difficulty that they put themselves under.
Yeah, but we have the overall ranking. Look at that green mark favoring SDMZ on third with 102. NAIKON on the 5th with 100 points. Perfect century from the side of NAIKON. Beard slept down another stage as well, as we can say, on the 7th position with 88 points. Mark Ben on the 8th. Before the start of the first game, they were on the 13th, if I'm not wrong. Now they are on the 8th.
Well. They're certainly moving in the right directions. I think they got the some good positioning points out of this game, and they got some decent kills. That is exactly how you want to move forward. But the problem for them that they're also using up their games. This is the 10th game that all these teams have used up. But there are still teams with just 8 matches played that are still on to the #1 and 2 positions. So that has been a dominating game. I think some of the teams might just overtake Equinox in this upcoming game. But yes, Pain Gaming still look decent over here, and I really want to look at the second page and find where Fear No One are. Victor Gaming dropped down over here, NRC dropping down, but look at that, SGZ Esports with back-to-back decent performances now onto the #14 position. They really need a big game over here. They really need the big game inside Sanhok to station themselves on the first page.
From 26 to 14 in just 2 games, SGZ, this is
and even
outstanding.
Zen.
Yes, even Zen. And you know what? they have that pressure on their shoulder, and they
Definitely.
are feeling that, and that's why they are proving themselves.
And they're delivering under pressure. Very
Yes.
important thing to do. And Zen and Fear no one on the 19th and 20th spot. But the problem is not over. The
Yep.
good work needs to be continued from both these teams. Not just both the three of the teams who are outside that hashtag 13 mark right now. But let's see if they're going to continue or not. But as far as King Rangers are considered, things not looking good for them.
Yeah, things are not looking good for them, but King Rangers, they
It's
are
pretty
trying to
simple for
eliminate.
them. Get 230 kill chicken dinners. Yeah, and you can
Obviously,
be the
right.
part of the regional finale. It's very easy for you, I know, but it's going to be a little
it is.
difficult for King Rangers out here. And we've had this amazing Miramar game already, and what a setup for all these teams. Some of the teams from the third and fourth places are really trying hard to station themselves inside the top 13 teams by the end of the day. But the problem is there are 16 more teams that have got their matches left to play for tomorrow. So they really got to extend the number of points they're getting. But are they going to be able to do that or not? We're going to find that on the other side of this very short break.
Here we go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea?
Hello guys and welcome back once again to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro. Woke up your fun and we are wooked up after an amazing performance coming in from all these teams that were on the page number 3 and 4 of the overall standings from the two groups over here.
Yeah, man, you know what? The third game is ready and we are just gonna witness the playing path which is in front of us. Starts from the western side of Hathin heading towards the southern side of Pantai. And I love this playing path, but Camp Alpha Island again. Why I love this playing path? Because it's perfect for me.
Well, yes, the teams are going to jump and it's going to be very important where they're going to drop inside the city of, inside the entire map of Sanhok, and it's a very, very important game. Second last opportunity for all the teams over here to add on some very crucial points. This is the Group A and Group C encounter that we are witnessing right now, and can't get better. Yes, the underdogs stepping up at this point of the tournament, just making sure to bag in as much points as they can, and they're just looking so impressive.
Yeah, they certainly are looking so impressive, but Camp Alpha Island again. Only one team and that is 5 Power. Now, Beer, they are pretty far away from every single team. Just drop down near the Sami area. INF is the only team who is pretty close to them. SDZ drop down near the Paina, just going to share the same compounds. Art from the players of Art of Team are pretty close to him. Now, look at that. This 3-man team just playing with the split. Doggy pretty far away from his teammates. Now, we can see that's the same approach from the side of Zen. Flux, Y, Bugatti and Mado pretty far away from each other. But look at the cluster present towards the northwestern side of the map. Present towards the Paradise Resort. It is a paradise, but for only one team and it is fear no one.
But look at how they are clustered all across the area of Paradise Resort. King Rangers towards one side, Mark Pen, NAIKON, VIP eSports, Exodus, everyone sort of part of that terrain, and it becomes really crucial where the circle is going to go. And when we are going to have a look at it, it's really going to give us an idea where the teams are going to be rotating from. And the first circle is already here. Shami 405 meters outside the circle, so definitely the northern shores are into the equation, but let's see how far away. So this is going to get really interesting, because definitely all those teams inside the cluster might just find themselves inside the circle if the center of the circle is not towards Camp Alpha.
Yeah, then it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
But we are witnessing the players of Exodus. Baymax, again, one of my favorite players. I love his name, I love his playstyle. But right now, Team Exodus, they are pretty struggling. But let's see how they're going to perform now. Camp.
Bravo.
Exodus are here, but I need bravo performance from the side of this team as well. But SDZ, they were at the 26th position at the start of the day. Now they are on the second page of the overall ranking. This is how you're gonna play. Zen also stepping up, but if you're talking about how to step up, NAIKON, this team proved a lot of basically iron. But Wilkin, come on, that was a free kill. In fact, okay, just gonna make sure that Mozart will fall down.
Well, he was just waiting for him to sit onto that vehicle, and he just did the waiting part correct, but did not do the shooting part correctly. Now Mozart is going to go down. No help whatsoever from his teammate, and this is a player who was featuring regularly inside the final circles for his team, and it's a setback. And wow, he's going to be disappointed, right?
He's sad.
Even I'm feeling sad for him right now, because he would be hoping that I would go once again inside the final circle, maybe clutch onto that moment, get some important points, but he's just got that one opportunity remaining inside the semi-finale. Like, you never know if they're going to be part of the finale or not, but on the second last opportunity, going down, it's going to hurt him. Let's see how strong he is, and we're going to find that out in the last game.
And you know what? His hopes were alive before this finish, and Hope was the person just going to destroyed his hopes, and that's the irony and how it feels now. Yeah, you cracked the lamest joke I ever heard. But again, tried my level best. This at least sound familiar. But SDMZ, this team, I would love to talk about this team, because we have this team who has a lot of caliber. But right now, they're just playing a little bit passive inside the Sanhok map. This first circle is closing in. We saw another player from a different team in the same vicinity, and he is still there towards the southwestern part of this particular area. But Sam, what do you expect from this player? He has an M416 as well as an AMP.
Well, that's the combination I like to play these days.
Same.
Well, with the recent update, the AMP is a really, really amazing weapon in the close to mid-range over there, and we know how amazing M4 can be in that mid-range to long-range sprays, right?
Yeah.
So it's a very good combination. If you just love to spray your opponents down, right?
Yeah.
Now, out of teamwork, this was a team that was looking good, but they are just snaking very close where SDZ is entering. This is going to get difficult, and Zan falling in for a trap, but whoa, he's pulled that knockoff. How? And the entire team of Out of Teamwork, they go down in seconds. Disaster has hit them. SDZ, what are they up to today? Wow.
I'm speechless, man. What was that? That was...
You were supposed to...
It required a teamwork, and they messed it up. Wow, SDZ, 3 kills.
Just going out in the open, there was a person on the Archer Tower over there, and he got picked off by the other teammate. What an amazing aggressive stance from SDZ. I'm really impressive.
But you know what? Like, this type of cover fire was required. Dawn was charging in, and the other two teammates were providing a lot of cover. Infinity Esports, Leo from a different angle fired some shot mix full. Look at that, his HP is so low. But now, the approach from the side of SDZ, now they have a good control of this watchtower, as well as they have a good control of this particular mountain. Now they're going to stay on top of that mountain until and unless the zone just moved away. Move away, basically.
Yeah.
Empty 4. Sanhok. Come on. One
But
headshot.
Infinity Esports need really 2 very good games if they want to go ahead to the regional finale. And it's going to be a very difficult journey for them. Let's see what they're going to pull off over here. White, already 1 kill against his name. He's got an M24 and a Glacier M4 on his right shoulders over there. And SGZ holding the high ground. They're just playing a different sort of a ball game completely today. They don't look like the SGZ we have seen in the last 8 matches. They're just so dominating. Already got 3 kills against their name, and this is the secret for them today, right? They're getting early kills in the matches and then just carrying the confidence inside the final circles as well.
That's how, like, you need to start. And if you're just carrying the start, like, if you secured some kills and you just keep on securing some kills while moving inside the circle, while holding a compound, that's the way you have to play. Infinity Esports on the different side, as I just mentioned it earlier, that you need a good game from the side of this team. 8-minute on the clock. We're just going to hit the 8-minute mark in just a couple of seconds. First zone just closed in, and where the circle is going to form, what do you think?
Well, it's going to be very interesting because some of the teams are definitely going to be finding themselves outside the circle. And the Rangers, they're just sitting over here. Let's see what they're going to do.
Oh, the circle. Come on, just shift towards the boot camp. I need a boot camp circle. Oh no, okay, the boot camp is still inside the circle, but it's going to be the Paradise Resort circle. That mock area is still inside the circle. But look at that, the players from the side of King, pretty close to the players of VIP and Infinity. They are just present towards third island, playing on the edge. Now Beer, again, this was the same strategy they were following in the previous match, like gonna rotate a little bit slow. They're just gonna focus on those late rotations. It backfired, and now they're again going to do the same thing. Hope from the side of VIP, as I just mentioned earlier, 2 teams were pretty close to each other. Hope got a revival. Now it's just brought down to only 5% HP, but the players keep on firing some bullets, and oh, MacMan also there to join the fray.
They certainly are going to. Let's see if VIP Esports is going to deal with this. And they still got enemies very close inside the compound. Spark not moving, not giving away any information whatsoever. Whoa, Buddy closing in on him, and he takes the first play down. Is he going to take the second one? Is he? No!
Oh.
But shots coming in through those windows. King, they just got the second knock as well inside that house. Somehow, from the distance, and now they're closing in. It's a very important closing that they're doing right now because Hope, he's just so not able to stop them, and this might just go inside the towards the favor of King Rangers.
Certainly will go. Now, Poda, look at that. He's just being more careful. Just going to secure that kill. The rival will be initiated. But now the players from VIP, they are aggressing. Despite of the fact they lost 2 players, but still, they are very close to that one adjacent compound present towards the other side of the road.
Yes, they are looking to take this fight. They've already lost 2 players inside this fight, and they're looking to commit everything that they have. They want some trade for the 2 kills that have been taken. Even the knock that they secure could not get complete over there. You need to put a nade in over there. As a team, put 2 nades in there inside that house. You're hearing the footsteps over there. Aqua and Hope. Still just waiting. I don't know for what. They're not going to run out in the open for you guys.
Yeah.
Or are they?
Who knows? Who knows, Trooper? Who knows? But they're just being, they just want to be on the safer side.
Certainly they are. Just a 2-man duo right now, just trying to hold on to the situation. But Siva, look at his position. It's a flank position. He's just quite so far away from his teammates. And let's see how is he going to deal with this. But this is now the second circle closing in. And we have had a pretty lull Sanhok game so far. And the reason is this is the second last game for all these teams. Very, very important how they're going to deal with this. Already out of teamwork, out of the contest, and it already looks curtains for them as well. But a team that is sort of looking to make a comeback, fear no one. They've got all the 4 players standing. They're not indulging themselves in any sort of a fight this early in the game. They're just playing the waiting game once again. Let's see how far they can go ahead inside this Sanhok game. They would really need some good points.
Yeah. Certainly need some good points. Hazen on the other side behind that rock, adjusting his 6 times. SDZ still holding that one mountain, one big mountain. Now, second zone.
They've been here like forever.
Yeah. Okay, but now Maxi, as you just mentioned earlier, if you're going to hold that one particular area for so long, you will be on the receiving edge. And yup, the same thing just happened, but Insanity with his amazing spray up for a trade. Now, finally, fights are happening. I would love to witness another knock, but no teams are focusing on those revivals despite of the fact their position has been compromised, but Hazen still holding that one angle. Now, King versus VIP. This fight is also an interesting fight because VIP, they have only 2 players alive and they need that revenge. And King, they never ever expected those 2 players pretty close to them, but Hazen again adjusting his scope. NRC with 0 kills till now.
Now consider this. SGZ on the one side. Let's break this fight down now. SGZ is holding a high ground for a very long time. And in front of the ridges, we have got NRC. They're also looking good. All the 4 players intact. But in between both these teams, we have got a compound. And where Zen are sitting. So they got to keep their eyes on all the directions of their head. They're going to make sure, because the higher altitude is being controlled. It's going to be very important for them how they're going to deal with that. But on the northern side of the shore, this is Mark Pin now making an appearance. And they've picked up one more lad. They're just arriving to the area where NRC, where SDZ, where Zen, all those people are holding up in that cluster. And they're arriving in from the northern side. And one more thing is arriving over here.
Yeah. From the high ground, or we can say from the top, we have the airdrop 3 in front of us. Inside that one airdrop, we have a level 3 kit and the green cannon. Look at that, pretty close to that island present on the river, basically. The 6 seconds are left on the clock. Third circle, we're close in. We just hit the 14-minute mark, and we just brought down to 50 players. NRC from the different angle, holding a pretty decent compound. Hope pretty close to the players of Fear No One, and look at that. He's being silent, and he is going to be that trouble for Fear No One. He could be. Like, he just wants to.
He's just holding on patiently right now. The lobby size is still 50. 14 teams still part of this action right now. And Fear No One need points. They have no idea. Kuda, he has no idea where Hope is right now. Let's see if he's going to fall for the trap. Does not have a cover. Does not have a support. If he steps inside that house, it's going to be great for him. Just towards the southern part of Paradise Resort, that is where they are holding up already. I'm really worried for them. If they lose a player this early, it's not going to be a very good situation for them. But I hope he's not looking to give away anything. Not a single movement whatsoever. No ideas for no one over here. Now the 15th minute mark already. Even VIP eSports, I hope is the last guy standing, right?
Yeah.
And NAIKON have lost Mozart.
Ooh. NAIKON, after that, loss of an individual, they are playing a little bit slow. So has every single team. Now, this Miramar is pretty slow. We just hit the 15-minute mark and we lost a lot of... This Sanhok is basically pretty slow. Now, we usually witness these type of gameplays in Miramar, right, Trooper? That's why I just have a thought of that Miramar. But never expected this on Sanhok, Trooper.
Certainly. These are fast-paced games that we always expect some real action. So, yeah, the games are being really slow over here, but Hope, look at where he's seated, and the sort of trigger is... Oh!
Yes! I want it, and I get it.
A boot camp shift right now. NRC are on the edges, right? We saw them sitting so beautifully out there. Let's see how they're going to move ahead from this situation. They are moving in. SDZ under pressure. SDMZ are also so far away. The clusters, look at that urgency, because you don't get a lot of time to execute these fights, and that is why they're just committing themselves towards the circle. And the clusters are being opened up right now. It's going to be really difficult. And look at that, there's one more team over there.
Yeah.
That is Struggle Clan. It's a big, it's a big team in that cluster.
But you know what? They were chasing Maxi. Literally, Maxi was running out in no area, but now he is pretty safe. But look at that, the beer. They're also moving inside the circle. Same, just following the same path as DG was on, just following right now. But the players from 5 Power, they are just moving inside the circle. Flux found an opening up against the players of Exodus, and that grenade from Momo was perfect. Takes down one, knocked out another.
That nade from Momo was...
Okay, let's finish off the things with the grenade.
Not finishing off things, they're finishing off the campaign for a team that was part of the region finale last time. Yes, Fear won.
Yes.
And they are getting pinned down. They've already lost 2 players. They needed a big game in this Sanhok one so that they could station themselves beautifully onto the overall standings, but they're being denied that completely. And Markpen, who got a 5-position jump in the last game, they're looking to have a decent game once again. And look at that, Struggle Clan have finally pinned down Maxi, and his teammates are going down as well. Insanity goes down. This is not looking good for SDZ eSports. Eliminated on the 13th position. They were looking for a decent game. SDZ were climbing up the ladders. It was a really important game for them, and they have been pulled down. Now fights erupting in all the directions as the 4th circle is closing in towards the east inside. The teams are going up against each other. They are just hurting them. Look at Fair picking up kills from Zen right now. They're also struggling finding... even Team Struggle is hurting them as they are trying to struggle their way towards the circle over there. And towards the lake, just outside boot camp, is where this fight is being executed. Look at the use of utilities inside this Sanhok game.
Look at that position from the side of NAIKON, from the side of... yes, but he's just moving inside the circle, and that's the best part. While using a vehicle, Kenza just going to revive his teammates. Pablo on the other side from the side of NRC, stepping up, taking down the players of Exodus, making things difficult for Exodus. Exodus on the other side fights back, and that's how you're going to play. NRC, they're up against the players of MacPen. What are they doing? Engaging in 2 different fights at the same time. They have to move inside the circle, but NRC looking unstoppable. Baymax is there to put that exclamation mark in front of them because he just takes down 2. Noxy also joining this fray. Now Struggle stepping up. Zen on the other side fights back, and Bugatti, oh my god, secured 2 kills for his team. Struggle goes down at the 12. Bugatti has to cover almost 185 meters so that he will be on the safer side. Right now he is on the safer side.
Well, this is just the eastern edge that we witnessed, and so much chaos was being played towards this side. And Infinity Esports have got good control of the boot camp area. They are not allowing easy passage inside the complete concrete space for any teams. Even NRC goes down to the play zone. Exodus are picking off kills. This is Markpen coming in from the northern side that are being picked off over here. But still, Phoenix 11 teams part of this contest. Even the Rangers have got some good kills in this game already. Let's see where they're up to. They've got 3 kills with just 3 players still remaining in the game. Baymax goes down now. Now, NRC holding on to the edges, and they're not allowing anyone to just prevail from this part of the map. It's going to be very interesting what Hazen is going to pull off over here.
Taking range is Diva just behind that rock.
Just a solo player.
Yep, he's the solo player. He's the solo lad.
Fear no
from
one
the
go
side
down.
of, okay, another player, sorry, from the side of King. Apologies there because Siva, he is behind that rock. But look at that NAIKON star shines so bright. Not for so long. Blue is there to shut down you. They takes an exit at the 9th, if I'm not wrong, because then they got eliminated at the 10th. Exo is secured 4. Falls down to only 2. NAIKON, as I just mentioned, 9th. SDMZ, only final player surviving from the side of this particular team. Fool is there.
Smoke.
And he hasn't used the smoke, just applying some bandages because he just brought down to only 70% HP. Infinity Esports heard that sound. They know that this is the best thing, and now they're just closing in the distance. Fool has a lot of job and has a Vector with 33 bullets.
Well, that is going to be really interesting. How is he going to use this weapon in the close range? Can he just give that substantial amount of damage? But no, the blue is here, and he's under pressure. Does not have a first aid kit. What is he going to do? He's going to step inside the area over there. Might just get picked off, and Sneaks is trying to sneak in those bullets inside that a little bit of a space that he is right now. Just utility is going to do the trick. It's been deployed beautifully from White, but now finally they're pushing together. But what is Marvel doing? A heal battle in the backdrops. The last and final player from Team Bear. But more teams are going down over here, and we are down to just 6 teams.
Yeah,
let's see.
12 players, 6 teams, Sneaks on the domination, 12 kills in his neck, 12 kills secured by another, basically 12 players are there, 12 kills being secured by some of the teams if they were going to stay alive in the lobby. I'm talking about Infinity Sports, because eSports, they secured 9-3 more so that they can hit the 12-point mark, but 5 power, they are inside the lobby despite of the fact they are playing with the 3. Now NRC Hazen far behind from White, but look at that, White slowly and steadily moving in. He is just 70 meters far away from the zone and heard a goop, and yep, and a bike. Wow.
Well, they've got the right use of the vehicles at the right time, and they've just traversed those open spaces just outside the city of boot camp, and now they're trying to control. Even Leos goes down. White is deploying himself. Mondo applying some real good pressure onto the lads of Infinity Esports. He's applied the first aid, but Mondo comes out of cover, gives a good damage over there. Sneak eventually gets the knock. Nurse also goes down over there, but ooh, this is not looking good for 5P. NRC from the other side applying pressure. They've spotted Spider, and now the shots are going to be taken. What are you doing? Just go outside the water and take some shots on him. Where is the circle going to shift? On towards the land. And now Infinity Esports, they are enjoying this shift of the circle. This is exactly what they needed. They needed 2 big games, and they certainly might get one over here because they've already got 12 kills, and now this is the 13. They might just complete, just so close.
So close. Look at that. Spider's barely surviving on 10% HP, and he's inside the waters as well, present towards the shoreline. Exo does that. One player, and Bear, he was doing that heal battle for so long, and he's still there in the top 5. That's how you're going to play. His the team winner forecast is still there, but the numbers going down. Spider, his skill has been confirmed.
Wow.
They are now in the top 4 teams. Bear, he is inside the circle. He's inside the blue. My apologies there, but look at the distance. 200 meters, has no first aid kit left, and now he will be taken down by the blue. 3 teams left.
They've got some very good points, but all the teams were outside the blue, and Infinity Esports just controlling the circle so beautifully, picking on to the last lad as well over there and taking down teams. And let's see, 15 kill check in there now for Infinity Esports, and the way they control the bootcamp area and the riches outside, they've been rewarded. And look at where they are finding themselves. Infinity Esports, they needed this comeback, a 30-pointer. That is what they have pulled off, exactly what they needed. They are now on the 9th position,
Yes.
not the first page, but it's still a decent one. They need a big game to finish off this thing.
Yeah, but after this amazing performance, who's going to be the MVP from the match? And we have White from the side of Infinity, secured 5 kills, dished out 591 damage, 1 assist, and only 73 healing done. The way they were moving inside the circle while taking some fights, as well as, penetrating towards the safe zone, that was the best part. And Infinity secured a chicken dinner, 30 points, that was massive.
Wow, massive performance. And Infinity Esports, we were talking a lot about them. They came in 3-man squad in Erangel, and then in Miramar they were dismissed cheaply. But now in Sanhok, they've just turned the tides in their favor, and the top players are here in front of us. And look at that, 3 players from Infinity holding the top 3 positions over here. here inside the top there, Danny. And this is the kind of domination we expect from this team.
Yeah, Macpin Momo is also there. He secured those 2 kills with those 2 frag grenades, and that's why he is in the top list out 556 damage. Hazen from the side of NRC is also on the top layer, secured 2 kills, 470 damage dished out by this lad. But let's have a look at the match summary of this Sanhok map. White has the highest kill. The longest distance kill is 292 meters. Impressive from the side of Nirzit from 5 power. Now, Pelling used the most utilities, and that is Pilzang, apologies there, and that is 7 sneaks with the maximum assist too.
Well, certainly, and it's a maximum assist once again for Snakes. And now we are going to have a look at the match rankings. Very important. Look at Exodus getting some important crucial points in this game. Bear, what has he pulled off? 12 points out of nowhere for his team, and tremendous job that is done with those 8 placement points. Even NRC getting 12 points over here, and what a game it was for all these teams. They needed points badly, and that is exactly what they have delivered. Even Markpin gets 7 points. It was a really needed performance for them.
It was certainly a neat performance from them, but King Rangers and Team NAIKON on the 7th and the 8th position respectively with secure 4 total points. SDZ eSports just secured 3 total points without securing a single placement point. So bad outing from the side of SDZ. They were looking good before this match. Now they were struggling. They literally got eliminated at the first position.
I talk a lot about the timing of the rotation inside the final circle, right? And look what Infinity Esports did, using vehicles to cover that little bit of a ridge over there, deploying multiple players on the right side of the ridge, and this was really amazing. And in the Oppo F19 Pro moments, we're going to have a good look at all the fights from this Sanhok game over here. And the Rangers, they were looking so impressive out here, but only for the first half, to be really honest, but they did manage to get 12 points out of this game.
Yeah, they did manage to get 12 points, but this fight, Struggle versus Zen, it was also a close call, but Bugatti somehow managed to win that. But because at that position, Spike was final player surviving from the side of Struggle, got taken down by the play zone. But at that moment, we saw that player from the side of Beer, it was Marvel. He was doing a heal battle, and it was 17th minute or maybe 18th minute, if I'm not wrong. Then after that, till the 22nd minute, he was there.
Well, he was, and he almost did it for a very long time, and wow, it was amazing. And NRC and Exodus inside the final circles as well. But this is how the overall standing looks now. Pain Gaming, they have been dethroned, but they have got 4 opportunities that they are going to execute tomorrow. But for now, Exodus are going to reign inside the overall ranking with 117 points. And NAIKON, look at that! Did you expect this to happen? Mozart getting eliminated so early, but they got just 4 points out of the game, but they have reached the hashtag 3 point at this point. But look at where Bay are. A decent game for them gets them to the 100-point mark. They become the 6th Centurion over here. Struggle go down to the 7th spot. Markman still holding on to that 8th spot over here. But it's going to be pressure for all these lads as well, because there's not a very big difference, right? And you've got 16 teams who will be trying really hard from behind tomorrow.
Yup, Infinity Esports stepping up on the 9th position with 92 total points, and that is amazing. Yes. NRC as well on the 10th with 89 total points. Now, SDZ Esports, look at that red mark on the 15th, drop down at the 15th position. Played 11 matches, 1 match left for this team. Zen and 5 Power after this amazing match stepped up on the 17 and 18, 63 total points for both the teams. And look at that kill points. It was pretty close.
Well, the storyline is going to be very simple. If you have completed your 12 matches and you're not inside the top 13 today, you're not going to be there tomorrow for sure. So, King Rangers, Zen, all these teams that really got to step up, because just one final game remaining for Group A and Group C that is upcoming, and that's going to be in Erangel. A very, very important match for all these teams. But let's see. Infinity Esports on to the 9th position, but I feel they really need a big game. They really need a big game, because there are teams who are going to play their matches tomorrow, and you got to set a target for them. So you need some sort of a cushion going into the last day inside the overall standings, and just 1 game remaining. Let's see which are going to be the teams that are going to get some crucial points out of this upcoming contest.
Only 1 game, Rupert, and that is the most important point. Team Beer finally secured 12 points from this match, and that was also impressive.
Well, that is going to be a very important Erangel, but that is going to be played on the other side of this very short break. Hello guys and welcome back once again to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro, and we have reached the mark where we have got this last and final game remaining for all these 16 teams. How much more point can they add? How wooked up do you think they are?
I think so. They are very, very wooked up right now because this is going to be the final match for them, and this is going to be way, way, way more important for some of the teams who are present on the second page of the overall ranking as well as on the first page of the overall ranking.
Well, yes, and we should not forget that this is not the end. This is just the end for these 16 teams, right? We still got 16 teams waiting who are going to play their matches tomorrow. So all these 16 teams playing in this Erangel have to set up a target. And if they're not finding themselves inside the top 13 by the end of this game, it's curtains for them.
It's good for them and it's done and dusted for them, but let's hope for the best. And teams like SDZ, they were playing pretty well, and now I think so they are on the 17th position, so things might get difficult for them, but let's see how they're going to react to this situation. The pressure is so much high on these teams. Now I just want to talk about Zen as well. When they got stuck just behind that tree and all the two players were present towards that pond, Struggle had a good chance, but the blue zone was their first enemy.
It really was. It really was a big enemy for. But this upcoming game, Shivansh, how do you think? Because those important 15 points, there are so many teams who are going to be trying for them. Infinity eSports, Zen, SZZ, even teams like Markman would want to have a better standing in their overall standing. But are they going to get it or not? That is what we are going to find out in this last and final Erangel for the day, where the plane path is just connecting two cities exactly from Primos to Severny. A little bit of a western tilt on the plane path over here, and it's going to make things difficult for teams who would like to go towards the eastern shore of this Erangel map. And let's see how they're going to traverse and how the early game is going to be executed over here, because definitely it's going to be a lull. But on the other side, teams like King Rangers, they've got nothing to lose now, right?
Yeah, they just have that $300
Maybe
in front of their eyes.
They just need a 40 or a 45 kill chicken dinner. They might just go for some early contest.
Okay, then it is going to be incredible for sure, but it's difficult, you know, Trooper, to get
a little
this
difficult,
amount of
I know.
point.
But let's see, yes, teams jumping and already some early collisions. Look at where VIP eSports have dropped and NAIKON are over there. So we were expecting a silent game, but no. Some of the teams have got a different idea altogether. And INF, look at where they have gone. Infinity eSports, they've jumped them towards the military base. They've not gone towards Pochinki. It's a very, very important game for this team. Let's see how they're going to play this.
Let's see how they're going to play this. And look at the circle just formed towards the southwestern side, covering half the military base, as well as George Pool is inside the circle as well. So King, they're quite happy with their drop present towards the hospital area. Now, the players from the side of NAIKON, Mozart, he is so far away from the pack, so as Liu Ji. Now, this type of split formation might, you know, backfire, because Liuji, look at that. He's just pretty close to the players of VIP as well as Zen and SDZ. The distance is quite a lot, but still, what if anything can happen?
But yeah, NAIKON are already on the first page, right? So
yes,
it's a very, very important for the game. And I just heard a coup getting started somewhere. Oh, that was a really amazing engine sound over there. Just absolutely loved it. But I want the circle. I want the circle to end towards the military base island.
oh,
I want that hard shift. I want all these IGLs to traverse through that military base bridge, find that difficulties, and let's see if that's going to happen or not. It's a very slight possibility, very slight.
Yes.
But if that is going to happen, it's going to be a perfect ending for this Group A and Group C encounter.
and you know what? I want a circle towards the quarry area, because you know, we know that particular area you have a lot of compounds to hide in, as well as those mountains, as well as we can say that slopes plays an important role in your game plan. But Eco on the other side is present towards the southern side of the compound, present towards the southern side of the military, basically Pochinki. Basically, Eco has that Car 98 with the level 1 loadout, and Marvel just prone down in an open area behind that tractor.
Yeah, that's a cover. But what are they looking for? Oh. What are they trying to find over there? Open fields, no one out there. They're just wasting time. Why don't they just loot the compound and move to the next one? Maybe they're just checking if they can get that US or not.
Testing the waters on the land.
Testing the waters on the land. But
Yeah. Now, look at this.
you
The
do it
beautiful
once
car.
again, yes.
I did it. I know that, but you never saw it
Ooh,
coming.
look at this. NAIKON's rotation. We've got VIP eSports so close. This is 2 players on the buggy. The shots
on.
are going to be taken. He's got an AKM. He's chasing down one of them. He's got a red dot on that AKM. So, Leoge, he's going to he's just trying to escape from the situation. They're being chased. Mozart, he's going to drop down now. He might just try to pick up on that player, but his other teammate is as well rotating from the same ridges. NAIKON have got some early challenges in this game to deal with, but Leoge, good enough with that AKM on that distance, takes down one player. Belgian is also surviving. Hope towards the shores over there. Let's see how they're going to deal with this.
How the tables have turned. There was one situation when we thought that now VIP have a good control. Now it just comes down to those UACs and Hope just using that MT49 perfectly. Belgian confirm that kill. NAIKON on the verge of elimination, and this is not looking good.
Goes down.
And yep.
And for Team NAIKON, they were on the first page. They needed some good points, but they go down cheaply in this game. Is it going to hurt them or not? We are going to find that tomorrow.
Again, this was Hope.
A big suspense.
Big
Till tomorrow. And this was Hope.
Yes.
the nice spotting coming in from you. Ending the hopes for them over there. But I think they would just end around the 104, 105 mark over here. 104 is going to be their overall score. And they're going to have a sleepless night.
Yep, another sleepless night. I'm not going to sing a song. Come on, Trooper. But VIP secure 3 kills, and I can see that they are quite happy with this. But that's not the case for NAIKON. They faced an early exit from this second Erangel. NRC, look at that. Shashti, he has that DP28 in his hands, and with 47 bullets loaded in that, NRC looting out those individual compounds. Now they are just regrouping, present towards the military base bridge. Now, Shashti, he has a coup heading towards the petrol pump. No, that's not the case. Just heading towards those 6 compounds present on that ridge, and now just gonna pick off his one player, and then they will start rotating.
And I just completed a 1-minute silence after listening to you humming over there. And this is Fear No One inside Water City.
I'm not going to crack a joke. Come on. What do you thought?
Okay, so it's a very
I?
important game. No, let's get
Shall
serious.
I?
It's a very serious game,
Okay,
right?
okay, yeah.
Come on, what are you doing, my friend? Fear no one. They need really good points. They are already finding themselves inside the top 13 position. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get serious. Yes.
Let's see this.
They've got an SKS right now.
Sandbox.
They're trying to find enemies.
Yes.
He's got a teammate incoming.
Infinity eSports as well present towards the military base, rotating towards that observatory. Sancher, look at that. This is on an observatory. I love to call that compound an observatory.
Yep.
But Sneaks, he has an M416 with a level 3 back and a level 3 helmet, but the twist is level 1 vest. How about that? Infinity eSports on the other side, they are looking quite strong because they are inside the circle. The first circle is closing in slowly and steadily. We just saw one elimination, and that was of one team who was on the first page of the leaderboard.
Well, I've had a change of heart. Okay, I don't want this.
After listening that song, or what?
No. Don't remind me. Those are nightmares. But if this does not go towards the military base, at least I want a hard shift towards the Georgopol Everest.
Georgopol Everest.
Yes, both the places are inside the circle. I want a hard shift in the second circle. Let's see if that's going to happen or not. But right now, towards the canal area, we have got King Rangers who are holding this entire landscape in a split situation. Team Bear just inside the city of Gutka, and a player just deployed in a split situation towards the southern compounds as well. But they're just stationing themselves, waiting for this next shift. Look at those rotations incoming. 5P is rotating just towards the northern side of the city of Gutka right now, and they're trying to move towards the hospital region, trying to find a compound. You got multiple compounds in that direction as well.
Multiple compounds, it means you may find multiple teams, but M762 with the 4 times not the type of combination you ever expected. 5 power, they were moving from that highway. One player from the side of Team Beer spots him out, but haven't fired a single shot. As I just mentioned earlier, M76 with the 4 times. It's not a good combination. Now, they have a good control of this Gutka, where the first circle will pan out. Look at that parking. It's so beautiful. 2 UAZ with the same skin, looking perfect. Buggy with that red skin. Okay, now,
Shows the circle.
Gutka is inside the circle, yeah.
Shows the circle. The second circle is going to be here. Where is it going? Where is it going?
Come on, Cody. Woo! Oh!
So,
The
the
hopes are
bridge is still into the equation. This is a hybrid circle. Quarry towards the eastern edge. Puchinki is still within limits. A good hard shift can make things interesting. Look at the scattered compounds where our teamwork are holding up. That is a very important position. Even Struggle Clan, they're holding up the high ridges, and now they're starting to rotate, drop down a little bit onto the landscape, trying to cover some important high ground just towards the northern side of those scattered houses where our teammates are right now. But look at that big cluster just rotating southwards. That is Bear. And some more teammates, some more teams with them just trying to make an appearance, and an airdrop landing inside the water. Is the final circle also?
No,
No?
not yet. Pre-mosque. The airdrop is pretty close to the pre-mosque, and this is the first circle. This is the first airdrop. Polystyrene MK14 with the 4 times and a level 3 kit. VIP eSports secure 3, looking out for some more, heading towards the players of SDZ. They have good control of this French area, as well as have good control of this plateau. Now, Hope, again, he has that M249 with another player from the side of VIP. He's on a different angle, so he can do a lot of job, and that is money. He can easily take down the players, but he has to be careful because he is going to be on a difficult position. Somehow they heard that and somehow they sensed that perfectly. Now this is backing off. Lurchin, he has that Bucky moving from the same angle. SDZ was holding. Zan heard those sound cues. Still peeking, still holding behind the rock. Just wants to find an opening, and yeah, he spotted down the player. Mixwell could be in a bit of trouble because look at that. 2 players just charging in front of him, and he will go down.
No idea.
Oh no!
So the second one goes down, but the trade has been taken now. Mixwell just trying to enter over there. VIP eSports, they've been eliminated in seconds. STZ, you beauty out there. They needed a big game over here, and they're delivering. Just wipe out the entire squad in less than 5 seconds over there.
In blink of an eye. Yeah.
Take 5 seconds for that.
Yeah.
But
I'm slow, you know, my soap is slow as I mentioned earlier. But Arklow, look at that. He has a car. 98 received a lot of damage from the different angle. EXO does have that control of the shack. Dexter spots down the players of Exodus. Fired some shots, connected only few. Dexter still looking out for the same angle. 6x adjusted by this one lad. And now the second zone is also moving in. Look at that struggle from a different angle. Spots down one cube as well as Dacia. Just gonna burst down those tires. Kenza haven't secured a single kill yet, but the hopes are still high.
well, Hope just went down with VIP eSports over there.
Oh, that. Come on, Trooper. This is not good.
Well, now Exodus is they are stuck inside a wooden shack over there, and shots being taken by this suppressed car 98. Let's see what's going to happen. Baymax, your favorite player, he's stuck over there. Let's see how he's going to deal with the situation. But Zen just inside that compounds towards these ridges. I'm just giving you a taste of your own medicine.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's bitter. I don't know why how I feel, but Arklow still using that car 98. Haven't fired single opening, but now Mac Ben on the other side struggling with the blue. Where are they? That's the best question right now I can ask. Now we have that airdrop too with that luxurious weapon AUG with the cheek pad of Sniper. What the cheek pad does? Just reduce the vertical recoil.
Well, you can read that over there.
No,
But
no, I'm not reading specs. Come on.
well, yes, but NAIKON went down early in this game, right? But they
Yeah.
still have got their chances. They cleared the 100-point mark, and they were looking really decent. But VIP eSports, I think it's going to be curtains, and they're not going to be finding themselves inside the top 13 by the end of this day. So they really tried hard, but this was a team that in recent times did try to pull off some centrish gameplays towards the final circle. So that was a different strategy from them that I don't see a lot of teams do across all the regions over here.
True.
So they were trying to do something different, but facing their own set of challenges. But now to have a look at the zone. The zone just shifted towards these open spaces just towards the southern side of the Pochinki area, and this is going to be a very important open ground fight towards the end in this last and final Erangel. Struggle still controlling these ridges, and Exodus are finding multiple players. Check out there inside the open, and they're deploying smokes and using up their vehicles. Baymax is running out in the open. He'll go down to the spray. Oh no.
Oh.
5 powers have also got their eyes towards this side.
But Nersid from a different angle takes down Baymax, running out in an open area. Look at that, present towards the western side of the players of Exodus. Siri, he saw that buggy. Nersid out in an open area, received 16 damage only. Now, Kenoxy, his kill has been secured by Nersid. Another kill has been secured by his. When that particular player, Baymax, goes down, Exodus just drop down to only 2 players. And they just got pinched down inside that one shack. Akle is still there. He has that M16, but received some amount of damage from the western side. 13 teams are still there, 48 players alive.
He's got to just play the waiting game for his team now. He desperately needs this. And 5 power also finding themselves in these open areas. The third circle closing in. This is the 15-minute mark where 13 teams are alive and 48 players still part of this last and final game that they're going to play in this fall split semi-finale. Are they going to go to the final, or are they going to go down with just $300? That's going to be a different story altogether. But still, 13 teams fighting really hard. And just minutes away, seconds away from the fourth circle. The all-important fourth circle of the game is just going to appear on this Erangel map shortly, and Exodus have already lost 2 players before that. Struggle Clan holding a red so beautifully. Zen have got a beautiful close, sweet compound to play with. Shots flying in from all the directions towards the shack of Exodus.
North, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, every single direction is being covered by every single team. S5 power. Spider just using a car 98 in the third circle, and third circle is closing in slowly and steadily, and after this they are just 280 meters far away from the circle. But look at that, the trooper. 48 players are still alive. Mondu, okay, he's just behind that. Hey,
I think it's a southern shift. I think it's a southern shift.
I totally agree with that point, but where?
I think towards the scattered compounds.
Towards those 6 scattered compounds?
Yes.
Oh, then it's going to play an important role, because we all know those 6 compounds. The distance between those compounds is not that much, but if you are inside that one compound, then you're pretty safe. But not in the
This is
spray
a
of
very
Nersid.
important rotation. Very important rotation coming in from Struggle Clan. They were holding the high ground towards this side, but now they got to make their move, and that is why they're getting pinned out over here. And look at that, Infinity Esports making that all-important rotation towards those high grounds. This is the time, the fourth circle, the match is going to pick up pace, and Art of Teamwork are already holding up here. Infinity Esports arriving, and they're just trying to cross. This is a very important moment for Infinity Esports. #9 on the overall standing, making this difficult rotation. Art of Teamwork trying to pin them down, but they just go in without any problems. Are they going to find a spot? Sanchez pulled out of their vehicle. 3 men remaining, going towards the petrol station. Are they going to find that cover or not? That is going to be the thing. On the other side, we have Exodus still getting pinned down by the players of 5 power right now.
Oh wow, one grenade being tossed by Nersid, dished out some amount of damage. On the other side, SDZ is stepping up, making things difficult for Zen. They are losing out those individuals.
Look at that, look at that.
Snakes use that F249 NRC on the words of elimination. Nersid, Mondi goes down. Spider and Nersid are still there. They have to move inside the circle, 180 meters. The marksman from a different angle. Bugatti has been, the kill has been confirmed. Nersid just collecting some loot from the loot crate. SDZ fired back. Insanity is there. Dexter, look at that! 5 power. In fact, they got stuck behind that shack.
And now Zen, they've changed the compound, finding themselves towards the edge of this fairy pair city. It's going to get really interesting. Why? Just survives over there, but no, the follow-up nade is not going to allow him to survive. It's the nade from Pasta, and that is going to be the end for Zen. They really had a good, decent last day, but they clearly could not get enough points on the first 2 days. So that is not just the elimination out of this match, but also from the semifinal.
Of T6 compounds being contested by 2 teams, SDMC and Art of Teamwork. Now, the important part is, which is going to win this fight, this is going to be the most important question, but the another important stuff, and that is SDMC Insanity. SDZ Insanity, he's looking pretty decent on the rampage, secured 5 kills. Look at that, using some smoke so that they can make an extra cover. Side from a different angle, secured 4 kills on domination. 1 kill far away from that rampage. 5 power with the kill. the team elimination is their 12th position is the position.
Look at Exodus. Look at Exodus, where they are already inside water, and I think that's a very important decision at this point. SDMZ trying to take control of these compounds over here, not allowing Art of Teamwork, who have just come down from those ridges towards the northern side and stationing themselves in this single house. It's going to be a difficult situation for them to bloom or maybe rotate from this direction, as SDMZ have got them pinned down. These are 3 important points that SDMZ would want to add in their tally at this position. But still, 11 team, 37 players, and the next shift of the zone is just about to be here, and it's gone towards the bridge. It's gone towards the bridge.
Yes, that's what you need, right? You have it.
These IGLs are going to have a real tough time now. 11 teams, they are trying to get some important points, and this is the worst possible shift for them, but the best for us. Let's see now, how are they going to execute this? The sense of urgency is going to increase here in these compounds right now, because they got to wrap up these fights and make a good position for themselves inside the circle. We saw some time ago Infinity Esports make a rotation, and Art of Teamwork were trying to stop them. They pulled out Sanchez, but 3 players made it through over there. They needed a big game. Let's see. Are they going to get that access to the bridge early or not?
Yeah, that is going to be the question. But look at that. That one grenade. It was a grenade or a smoke. I'm still not sure. But Saidi, and we can say that how the 5 hour they takes an exit. It was a strike from the side of the players of Struggle. Look at that. Kenza cooking up 1 grenade and wants to dish out some amount of damage into the players of towards the players of Fear No One. Struggle. Aklu, he has that MG3 on his hands. SDZ inside just want to move inside the circle. This blue compound is being contested by 2 teams. Struggle still want to find an opening. Mixville fighting back. Miramar will go down. This is not looking good for Beer. At this situation, Aklu is still behind that one single compound.
Well, he is, and Fear No One, they're trying so hard over here. The Struggle Clan, they've been pinned down. But look at this, the struggle is still continuing for Struggle Clan. Arklu somehow makes it into that concrete hall over there. And King Rangers have got control of this station right now. And Sari, he's been pulled down. Dexter trying to get information, but he cannot take shots over there. You need to go around the wall, and that is exactly what he might just be trying to do. And they've got more players on the backlines that are going to hurt them. It's a difficult situation for them to handle. But look at that, SDMZ have made appearances on the ridges. There are more teams towards that side of the play. Let's see if they're going to get some important crucial points. And King Rangers, what are they trying on the last page of the overall standings in the last game? Just turning up and hurting teams that are looking to get some important points for their journey. Struggle, Arklu in a very close range takes down Fear No One. The second play comes in from the flank angle, takes him down as well, and Fear No One still survives. They still survive over here, but for how long?
That is going to be the question. Another nade being tossed in towards the side of the players of Fear No with Sandbox, only 20% HP. SDMC making things difficult for the players of Exodus. On the other side, Infinity Esports stepping up, securing some kills. Look at that. Teams are holding those edges of the circle, holding that edge of the circle, and this is not paying them perfectly. SDMC Jelly will fall down. Struggle stepping up. Macpen Illusio up against the players of SDZ. Maxi will go down.
The blue zone is here. Fear No One under pressure. They need to move outside. It's going to be difficult for them. King Rangers, they're just making things difficult for so many teams. Horse trying to take down one of the lads from this team, and the players from Fear No One are falling down. Koda White, he jumps out of the house, hurting Fear No One badly. Do they have any of the players alive? Yes, 2 of the lads have made it through. They're still surviving. Sandbox and Nisal on the other side of the road. They're deploying smokes to survive. It's a very difficult situation for the lads of Fear No One. One more smoke. Spark gets picked off over here. And who's got the knock over Spark? That is Dexter from the distance, but he's been shut down as well. That is the end for Struggle Clan. And King Rangers, what are they pulling off? Steve solo. And that is the end. That is the end for the cameo coming in from King Rangers from the last page of the overall standing.
Fear No One secured that final kill. That was massive. Art of Teamwork showcasing that solo kills. Kudos to Matt. He was still surviving from the side of this one particular team. King Rangers at the 10 secured 5 kills. Beer Sosong, he's still surviving on the other side. Look at that. SDMC, what are they doing? Literally want to create a smoke path.
Very difficult.
Modes, you have to be careful because he's just closing in. CM just spots him down, wants to fight against him, but that blue dishing out a lot of damage. So has Matt. Matt is still there.
He takes one more.
That is a 1v2. It is going to be 1v3. Finish off the whole team.
Oh, but he gets picked off. From the compound. NRC are there to shut them down, and no teams from that part of the ridge are going to come and get some points or be part of the top 5 teams right now. Mixwell is on a domination streak as well himself. He's just got one more teammate, but together the team have got 11 kills from themselves. So many teams falling down over here. Even Fear No One, they have been eliminated. They are getting some important points for themselves, but how many and how far they're going to extend inside the overall standing, that is going to be a question. We're going to find an answer later. But for now, MacPen are here. The team from Bhutan, the 2 kills, all the 4 players standing outside in the open. They're controlling the ridges so beautifully. On one side, they've got SDZ trying to regroup right now, but Bear Susog is also here on a very thin cover, a buggy and a tree. That is all what he has got to play with, and NRC on the other side. But where is Infinity Esports? The 2 lads are still surviving over there. What sort of a cover do they enjoy at this point? Where are they?
On the edge, I think so. They are on the edge of the circle, and as the top view just panned out, we haven't witnessed that position yet. But Pastor, look at that! This is the 6th circle, still using that M24, and that's how you're gonna play. MacPen, all the 4 players are surviving. Izan, if you're gonna peek, bro, you will fall down for sure, because that M24, that is gonna dish out a lot of damage if it's just gonna connect onto your head. The zone also closing in, and if the zone just falls towards the western side, then it's going to be important for SDZ.
SDZ are playing a game for their lifetime right now. What a game! 11 kills already. They've not lost any single player. MacPen in front of them, but we've got the situation where 2 lads from Infinity X are still being part of this final circle. Very, very crucial. They are in a very good spot inside the overall standing. This is exactly what they came here for in this game, and that is what they're delivering. But even SDZ, they might find themselves inside the top 13 teams by the end of this game with this final circle appearance. But are they going to get enough points? The chicken dinner becomes so important for SDZ. They've had 3 decent games today. A chicken dinner at this point is going to be their 2nd chicken dinner for the day, and it's going to be an amazing run for them. That is exactly what they are wanting for. But Insanity has been taken down from SDZ by MacPen with thanks to that Molly out there. Lucio holding an angle. Maxi, Mixwell, Zan. They've got the responsibility now to get this chicken dinner for them. And on a different side, Infinity X is also playing for the chicken.
Yeah, first of all, they tossed in that grenade, and after that, Molly, and look at that. Pastor utilized it. M24 perfectly. Now switch to that. M4 fighting some Brandon inside that smoke. Is Zan still surviving there? Hazen from different angles, stealing some kills. And yeah, he secured that 1 kill. Martin more spots down the clear of Beer. And yeah, he will fall down. Pastor just gonna secure another kill. But 2 players from the side of MacPen, they will fall down. That Molly, look at that Infinity Esports. That is the perfect approach. But if Sneaks slowly crawling in, the kill has been secured by NRC Hazen. But now it is going to be important. If Sneaks will close in the distance, if he hasn't spotted out yet anyone, then he will be the best.
Trigger discipline at a very crucial point. MacPen have no idea. They've just come from that direction. They might just not check their backlines because they've got a lot of smokes and they're just snaking in, closing in. And MacPen, they close and apply pressure on Mixfall. He's the last player standing in a close situation. Can he take down Pelzang? Yes, he can. Goes back to the cover. He's not lost a single HP in this 1v1. And now Pastor running out in the open. Let's see. He's got a player as a support behind him, and together they're going to get pressure, and Pastor is going to shut down SGZ. They don't take the all-important 15 point in this game, but now NRC are still here. 2 revives to be executed. The first is being held already, but they don't know where Infinity Esports is. And utilities being deployed by NRC. Look how cheeky Infinity Esports are playing from the backlines. They're using, but now they've been spotted. Sneaks goes down. NRC changing the equation for them. Suddenly they've been spotted, pulled down. They're out on the 3rd position. They've wanted the chicken dinner for themselves. But now MacPen make it to the top 2. NRC from Sri Lanka. They're just turning this around inside the final circle. They might just take away the all-important 15 points. That is exactly what they were hunting for today. And they got a really decent Sanhok game as well.
Yep. Pastor on the other side is going to revive his teammate Pelzang again onto his foot. Now, Sashi on the other side just to present towards the eastern side at this position. Look at that. That grenade was so far away from him. He's still there.
And Pastor and Pelzang, 2 players standing now, and we've got 3 players from NRC controlling different angles. Let's see how they're going to deal with this. And look at that, 66% chances for NRC. But is MacPen good enough? MacPen good enough to take away and steal these 15 points? That is going to be the situation. They're just waiting for the circle to close. And oh, with the vehicle damage, he's been pulled down. And that is going to be the end. The NRC from Sri Lanka take away the last and final chicken dinner for the day.
Yep, they secure the final chicken dinner for the day. This was their final match, and NRC secured this. Overall ranking is third, secured 23 points, 8 kills, dished out 1479 damage.
Well, they did, and look at where they are landing with this chicken dinner. Did you expect this to happen?
No.
#3. So back-to-back good performances can certainly pull you up inside the leaderboard. And now we're going to have a look at the leaderboard. At the MVP, who do you think is
It's
going
to be insanity from the side of
Wow.
SDZ. This secured 7 kills, just out 543 damage for sure. He stole some kills, 0 assist. Healing done is 215. So pretty decent healing done by this one lad. Survival time is 24 minutes 15 seconds.
Well, decent numbers to command in this game. 215 healing done from Insanity, and he's been really amazing for his team. And the way SDZ were going, it's going to be very interesting to find out that where they are inside the overall standings. A
How
lot of
many
teams
points, yeah.
from this final circle are going to feature on the first page, but now let us have a look at the top players. The other remaining 4 players, other than Insanity, who are going to be part of the top 5.
Mixwell is also there on the second position, secure 3 kills. Hazen also going to join the fray from the side of NRC with 4 kills, 674 damage. That is amazing. Sadie from the side of Struggle, he was so good with his grenades, as well as he was using that MG3 on the fourth with 4 kills, 516 damage. And art of teamwork, Apex Max is going to join the fray with 4 kills as well.
Well, he dished out a lot of damage towards that side. Remember, SDMZ were going down. And now we are going to have a look at the match summary where, look at Insanity, highest kills for him. Mixwell getting highest damage. And this has completely been SDZ's domination in this match completely. But yes, somehow NRC, they were present at the right moment on the right time with the number of players that they found inside the final circle. And they go away with the 15 points.
Yeah, they go away with the 15 points as well as the kill points. But let's have a look at the match ranking. Then we will get to know how many points SDC secured. And it's 19. NRC on the first with 23. Obviously, Mark Ben. They are on the third position with 18. Infinity Esports on the fourth with 13 total points. Art of teamwork after that amazing performance from the side of Mads. That's why they secured 5 kills and total point is 9.
Well, at the start of the day, NRC started this day from the 9th position on the overall, and now they've made it to the top 3. They've certainly cemented their position inside the regional finale. They're going to be really happy. Even the fans are going to be. But let's see how the other teams. And Markpin getting 18, making sure to get good points. Even Infinity Esports with these 13 points, they're going to find themselves in a really good sweet spot. But it's going to be a very important thing to have a look at the overalls after this. But Struggle only getting 5. Fear No One only getting 5. VIP Esports, I don't think they can make it inside. Even 5 power. Team Exodus is definitely going to be there. But it's going to be very important how they are going to look. But now it's time to look at the Oppo F19 Pro moments of this amazing Erangel that we just witnessed. And here we're going to have a look at the fights once again.
This was the first fight at which NAIKON, they got eliminated, and VIP after that, when they pushed towards the players of SDZ, they got punished so hard, and after that they got eliminated as well. But Struggle, kudos to Dexter because his spray was so good, but Nirzad on the other side, he was dishing out a lot of damage from a different angle, and his Scarlet spray was on point, although they takes an early exit, but still he was doing a lot of job. And after this zone shift, King, they got no choice just to take an exit.
Well, but it was a really good cameo, right? You can remember them for this, and even Fear No One might, because they've really hurt them in a very important game. And if they could have just eliminated these kills in their favor, things would have definitely changed. Just 5 points for Fear No One from this encounter, and this is the moment where Art of Teamwork Matt somehow was able to pull this amazing 1v3 on the lads of SDMZ. And this is also a team that is going to be there on the first page. A lot of teams are going to be, but Markpin, what an amazing game for them. Almost going away with the chicken dinner. But yes, NRC, they made sure, held on to the nerves at a very important time of the game and did not allow the match to slip away from their fingers.
Yeah, but at that moment, Infinity Esports, they also played an important role, but at the end, NRC instantly shuts them out. But after this, we will saw and we will witness we will see basically the overall ranking, and we have
Exodus with 118 points, top notch over there. Pain Gaming, look at that, they haven't been, they're just 3 points behind. It's an easy peasy task for them to get back to that first position tomorrow. But NRC, look at where they are. Markpen, SDMZ, Bear on the 6th position with 106. Look at this, 104, 105, 106, 109, 110, 112. What is this? And
close.
the teams that are going to do the chasing work tomorrow, they're definitely going to put a lot of pressure on all these teams. They're all going to be biting down onto their nails tomorrow. But Infinity eSports make it to the 7th spot when they've done a pretty decent job when they got this opportunity. Even NAIKON make it over here. Just one team with 8 matches that is still over here, but a lot of teams are going to slip down over here. SDZ with 88 points, are they going to make it through or not? That's going to be a very difficult position, but they've done a pretty decent job over here. A really decent job, but let's see what's going to happen. That's going to be a different story. Equinox are here, Struggle here, Victor Gaming, and look at Dino still making it. So all the teams below that line out of Teamwork, 5 Power, Fear No One, Zen, VIP Esports, it is goodbyes for them from the PMCO Fall split.
Bit sad moment for them, but OPEX, they are on the 18th position, just 8 matches played by this team, 66 points. So they just have to collect 20 points, then they can make an entry in the top 15. So it is going to be an important match, and all the important matches for these teams as well. Infinity Club on the 25th with 53. If they secure 2 kills in a row, then the hopes are going to be high for this team as well.
Well, they certainly can, and they can see how the likes of other teams they did in this game, right?
Yes.
Even SDZ made it to the top 13, so that's going to be a really inspiring story for them. I'm really just feeling bad for Fear No One. They could have really just outshined today, but they missed out on the opportunities. But I'm really happy to see some other teams over there, like Infinity Esports. They made it through. SDZ, they made it through, but are they going to hold on? That's going to be the thing. Now, a look at the top kill leaders so far inside the semi-finale. Like Demo still leading with 20 points. Kinoxi is equaling him with Eddie with 20 points out there.
Yeah, but
very tough competition, right?
Very tough competition. But Equinox 922, DDK is DOK. In fact, he is there on the 4th position with 4,331 damage dished out by this lad, highest amongst other. And Sancher on the 5th from side of Infinity Esports, secure 19 kills and dished out 3,156.
Well, amazing numbers for all these lads to come out, and they're going to be really happy. And so are the teammates going to be really happy to see them over here. But the contest is not over. This is just the first day of the semi-finales, last day, right? And we have got still Group B and Group D who are going to play their 16 matches. The target has been set for them. Other than Pain Gaming, most of the teams are from Group A and Group C already there. So the important day is going to be tomorrow. They're going to have a lot of pressure that they're going to play under Group B and Group D. 4 more matches remaining, but tomorrow we are done for the day and just waiting for that amazing day when we are going to have our top 13 teams from the South Asia Wildcard region. So see you guys tomorrow. Till then, take good care of yourself and happy gaming.